anything on Twitter
Lakewood?
about it, though.
Oh, it's a shootout.
Shootout.
Okay, yeah, there's shootouts all over the country all the time.
Yeah.
That's just a shootout. That's just, that's typical action movie stuff. That's no big deal.
Action movie.
Yeah, it's like some Clint Eastwood shit, It's no big deal. Nothing to worry about. What? Stop being British.
That was me. No, that was, I was gonna start doing like the the classic cowboy spaghetti western music that'll play in the background of like a standoff. That's what I think of when I think of Clint Eastwood.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, legit.
Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, it's just some Colorado shit, bro. It's no big deal. Just some people shooting at each other, Happens all the time. All right, let's get some tunage on.
You want to check this real quick?
Oh, yes, actually, sorry. Yeah, let's do that. All right, one sec. There we go. What's up, everybody? All right, I have to check a video real quick. I'll say hi to everyone in a sec. All right, there we go. Gonzo, what's up, everybody? Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, that was your stream. Okay, I was like, what the fuck was that? All right, using that camera anyways. There we go. Okay, ready when you are. She's freaking out because she thinks that Trump banned women from taking Tylenol.
If you guys want to take away abortion rights, if you want to tell us that we can't take painkillers while pregnant because it causes autism, if you want to take all this shit away, take away my right to work. Take away my fucking right to have a fucking job. I don't want to work.
That's you working. That should be the hook.
I don't want to.
Yeah, her having the most animated, crazy movements, that's the hook. Yeah. Yeah, just grab a clip from one of those. Yeah, anywhere there and put that at the beginning instead. All right, from the top. She's freaking out because she thinks that Trump banned women from taking Tylenol.
If you guys want to take away abortion...
Huh. Does that work, or do you want me to keep her voice in there? Because I kept the slaps but took her voice out so it didn't interfere with yours.
Let's have that separated, so we'll have two different audio tracks for it. And then we'll lower her talking, but have the claps be louder. She's freaking out because she thinks that Trump banned women from taking Tylenol.
If you guys want to take away...
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, let's resume watching from where we were.
Job. I don't want to work.
No, you working.
I don't want to work.
Too bad.
Okay?
You going to the fucking mines.
I don't care about women's suffrage, frankly, after everything else. Okay, I don't mean it like that. You guys get what I'm saying. If you're going to take away anything, take away my right to work.
You're working more.
I will gladly sit at home and make a fucking sandwich if it means I don't have to go outside in this public hellhole every single fucking day where everyone's a psycho MAGA.
What? No, you're doing both. End it there. Yeah.
I can't take this anymore.
But you're doing both. That's where it ends. That's so fucking funny. Yeah.
Where everyone's a psycho MAGA.
What? No, you're doing both. There we go. I'm just eating. And then there might be there's something I say at the end, right? Let me see that ending.
How does that make sense?
Never go full Tylenol. Yeah, so keep that. There we go. This one's going to be hilarious. There we go. Nice. What? No, you're doing both. Never go full Tylenol. Subscribe. That's so fucking funny, dude. All right, yeah, send that one. I'm so excited for that to go publish. Oh my God, that's going to be so funny. Never go full Tylenol. That's the name. I have a headache. I stayed up too late playing video games, Gonzo. Why didn't you stop me?
You should have went to bed when I went to bed.
I know, dude.
I didn't go to bed. I ended up starting watching Hunter x Hunter again, and then I was like a few episodes away from finishing the arc I was on, so I wound up staying up till like 4 anyways. Fucking Hunter x Hunter.
All right, let's read some chat. Pixel Rat, I see you in the Twitch chat. Runo Las Vegas is here. We got Albie Dam, Bob Fuckery. We got M-Rat. We got Gordon. TRCR. What's up? Let's see. We got Brad, Melissa, G-Mob came in the Twitch chat. Dayton. Let me get this chat back on screen. Here we go. Bam. Who else we got? Educated, Bob. Oh, Bob Fuckery. I read that one. I'm not going to forget that name. Sean. I'm going to bed. EJ. What's up, everybody? Oh, let me scroll down. I'm a scientist. Nolan. Video rehash. Hi, Game Informer. Welcome back. Bailster. Creative ways to throw games. Yeah, 007 music. You know it's real. Coffee time. Fuck yeah. Oh, shit. It's Marv in the Twitch chat. What's up, Marv? That's an OG viewer from back in the day. Dogs Gaming. Jason. Rick Dirac. Spiritual Gains. Cattle Dog Henry. Dubious Turtle. Sean Mullins. Induced. Jinchi. What's up, everybody? And this is how we tell them to eat more. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Tylenol, I need to take my retard pills. I got a headache. Seriously. I hope my baby doesn't come out retarded. How many of these should I take? That's a pretty gnarly headache. 2? Okay. All right, down the hatch, bros. I got my acetaminophen. Taking 2. Maximum strength. Oh, I'm gonna make some retarded sperm. Yeah! If you consumed alcohol recently, you shouldn't take Tylenol. Whoops. Take 2.5. Stoned Human, welcome back. How are we doing today, ladies? All right, let's see. You have a docket, right?
Yes, I do.
Let's take a look at this docket.
It's a little bit mixed up, like.
It's called Charlie Kirk myth busting.
Oh, yeah. Let me add that.
So you have a docket, or do you have? This,
oh shit! Wrong one. Wrong one. This is the wrong.
Oh, that's for a different video. Okay.
Yeah.
Bros, we're gonna do a really. We might do one today. We have this cool idea of let's look at what Charlie Kirk is being accused of saying. Right, like Charlie Kirk said this about black women or whatever, and then we just watch the actual clip and see what he's actually saying, and just do like a whole video per Charlie Kirk claim to show here's what he actually said. Love the channel, love the 007 jam. Thank you. You know, this is the news music right here for me. I like it. I'll just let this play in the back. I don't even notice it's there. Smart. Yeah, thanks. It's a cool little video idea we have. I had the idea in the shower, and then I had to immediately go to Archie, send him a fucking voice message with this idea, and then like 2 days later I'm like, bro, did you ever hear that? And he's like, oh no, what is it? And then he's like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. Headache is killing me. Stay up too late playing video games. I'm playing Dragon Age 3. Dragon Quest 3. Dragon Quest. What is the thumbnail? Oh yeah, I mean, I guess we should probably talk about that, huh? Let's talk about it a little bit. So this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing so apparently NORAD scrambled fighter jets to intercept Russian planes off Alaska earlier this morning. And then I don't know, Drama Alert's going crazy about all this, but yeah, so there was something that happened. Okay, 6 hours ago, Drama Alert says USA might be going to war. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, calls for a rare urgent meeting with the top US military leaders. Someone at the Pentagon saying, well, I've never seen anything like this in my past 30 years of reporting on the US military. We might be going to war. That's crazy. So I don't know. I mean, that's pretty nuts. I'm thinking maybe there was so 6 hours ago this happened, right? Maybe we shot down a Russian jet. I don't know. Well, we're waiting to see if there's any more information, but so this happened. They got all the top military leaders, all the generals and shit, and then Russia's foreign minister said that war has been declared by NATO on Russia. Now NATO never said that, but the Russian guy did say that NATO said that. So that's where we're at now. NATO is trending on Twitter, and this is like an old video. I don't know why they're just stoking the fires with this one. They're like, look at all these people getting their steak and lobster last meal, you know. 2 days ago, apparently we tested a thermonuclear weapon. So it appears that, I don't know, something happened. Maybe we'll see. This shit probably happens all the time. We don't even know it. Yeah, we tested a thermal nuclear weapon, but it was just it didn't have a warhead on it. We were just testing the delivering. It travels 7,500 miles, which is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. I think it's Drama Alert's going crazy. I just saw this. I'm like, you know what? Fucking, I mean, there is these crazy things happening today. That's weird. Like, why did we call all of our fucking generals to Quantico? You know what I mean? I want to know what's going on with this Al Qaeda situation. They said they had there was Al Qaeda terrorists on U.S. soil planning an attack. I don't know how true it was. They did find a bunch of computers and stuff in a New York apartment. I'm not sure what that was, Cooper, but they did find a bunch of that stuff. I don't know who did that. I don't know if it was Al Qaeda, but they did find a thing in New York because they had the UN meeting. And someone's going to try and shut down the entire cell network of New York. And with this like setup they had in an apartment, and they shut it down. They caught it ahead of time, but I don't. They haven't really said who it is or anything yet. Russian jet invaded our airspace in Alaska. Yeah, and a couple days ago, someone asked Trump. They were like, hey, if Russian jets, like we saw this live, like we watched it live together. Remember when they said, if Russian jets invade NATO airspace, what should they do? Should they shoot them down? And Trump just said, shoot them down. If they invade airspace, shoot them down. He said that. And then, I don't know. So it's kind of a weird situation, to be honest. We'll see if it ends up being anything crazy, or maybe something crazy happened, but we can resolve it, you know? Maybe we could pull that off, but that's what it's looking like right now. How's our docket coming along, Archie?
Coming along,
here's a new one.
It's coming along good. There's a lot of there's stuff on the docket. It's yeah, this is the one. Just actually, I'm gonna put up below this one. I'm going to re-include the Trump saying for NATO to shoot down Russian jets, because I think that's extra poignant after NORAD scrambled their fighters.
You want to make a video on it? It seems like a pretty hot. I think it's a pretty hot topic. Like, we have a lot of people showing up just to the stream because
yeah,
you know, America tested thermonuclear bomb. Yeah. No, like, we could do a video on it. We'll see. Like, I'm not sure what's the big stuff today.
Honestly, this is the biggest stuff today.
Okay.
Yeah. There's just not tons of substance to it. It's a lot of.
Well, Trump did a bunch of executive orders today too.
Yeah. That's.
There's the Antifa. He signed the Antifa one.
Yeah, he also responded to if he's the problem for the uptake in left-wing violence. He responded to a reporter saying that. And he also, I think he made fun of the Turkish president. I'm not quite sure, I'm pretty sure he was inferring that the Turkish president fixes his elections, which I think my personal opinion is yes, he does, but I didn't expect Trump to fucking say that shit. To his face as well. He's just got to sit there and take it.
Should we get permits to stand while peeing? Yeah. 100%. 100%. Bro, if you piss all over the toilet seat, you lose your license. I'm for this. Like, I'm very anti-authoritarian, to be honest, but that right there, I'll concede. No, you need a license to stand and pee. And we need like, what are they called? We used to have a name for these guys in the Marines. Pecker checkers. We need pecker checkers. You know, when you do a piss test, they call there's always somebody that has to watch you pee in the cup. They're called the pecker checker. So we need to create a new department of the government called pecker checkers. Make sure everyone's peeing, sitting down if they don't have a license, so they don't piss all over the seat. Or if they are standing and pissing, they are not splashing on the seat. I think, yeah.
That's completely fair, and I think also if you leave the toilet seat up in your household, even if it's a male-only household, you should give your your house up to a liberal woman who's out of work after her comments on Charlie Kirk. Fully for that.
Jesus.
It's the only way to teach these misogynists a lesson.
Yeah, there we go. All right, guys, tell me, this is for everybody. You feel free to everyone chime in on this one. If you were king of the world, what would your first order be? Take your time. Sounds like a stand-up guy. I need a drum set for that, bro. It's just big toilet propaganda. I'm lucky enough to never have check to peck. Bro. What was that? How'd you do that?
That was me. It's your sound bite, or maybe it's a Discord sound bite, but I'm implementing it. Make a zinger.
There we go. Free guns for everyone. Prayer. Have Stan be the permanent pecker checker. Fuck! Mandatory wet wipes in every bathroom. Yeah, and we need that super plumbing too that like can suck down a whole baby. That's what we need. A baby.
I want to say my household isn't even a problem. We have one of those like sanitary towel toilet bins in our downstairs toilet. Not a single woman has ever come around here.
Beans and toast would be made illegal.
Okay, that's where I draw the line. If you want to start seeing British terror attacks on American soil, see what happens, bro. Fuck around with British toast. Do you not remember when you guys dumped out the tea into the Boston Harbor? That was a revolution, bruv. Ban beans on toast, see what happens. Completely serious.
In a video game.
Oh yeah, in a video game. I'm in a video game. No!
Stand for president? What the fuck, bro? You're trying to make me wake up earlier? I don't want to wake up earlier. If you're gonna be the president, you gotta like wake up before the sun comes up, bro, and like start working and shit.
Yeah, but they'll pump you full of the good stuff to do that, bro. Nah. Imagine what they had Biden on. Just tell them to get you on some of that stuff.
What else we got? Let's see. Docket. War. Trump executive order. Trump refuses Israel. Trump We have the Antifa one. Yeah. Okay.
The UK is set to mandate digital IDs for British citizens in an effort to combat illegal immigrants getting jobs.
Hold on. Oh, you know what? I should have done this one. I need to do this as a short later. Here's something I want to put in the docket. It's this, I think she's like a lefty TikToker, and she lost 100,000 followers because she went to a Charlie Kirk memorial.
Damn.
Yeah. So she's kind of like responding to that. It's interesting. This is what, like, this is how people get turned into righties. You got the lib woman losing her mind, right? Over the Tylenol thing?
Yeah. This is it right there.
Cool. King of the world, mandatory military service of 2 years for all people in all nations.
Oh.
They do that in a lot of places. I think South Korea is one of them.
They tried to do it in the UK.
What's up? Switzerland. I think there's several.
The Swiss are on their shit though when it comes down to getting invaded. Like bunkers underground, every single citizen is trained in guns for like a year or two. Like they have their shit down. You know, they're not like no Venezuelan militia. These guys are like a proper paramilitary force, their entire country.
Johnny Blaze says, I watch your videos all the time. And this whole time I thought I was subscribed. The algorithm is doing you right. Subscribe now. Hell yeah, dude, subscribe up. I have multiple channels, so maybe you're subscribed to a different one.
I'll be damn.
What's up?
He just said, wait, Archie's for guns when it's a Scandinavian state, but not the US? Switzerland is not Scandinavian, bruv. Switzerland, not that it matters to your question.
Good.
I'm not pro-Swiss having guns either.
Call them out.
They just have training. And actually, they all have guns in their houses.
Yeah, look
I don't know, they never have any school
fumbling
shooting.
around now, bro. You got called out. That's what I'm talking about. Good.
I think the Swiss are just too nice. The Swiss are ahead on a lot of things. They have great laws. Switzerland. Oh yeah, no, Sweden. I'm not sure about Sweden's gun laws.
Yeah, I don't know. They all have guns though. L. Archie, yeah, that's right. L. Archie.
I don't really stand by it, but the thing is, there's no negatives that come by it. Like they have very low gun violence in Switzerland for whatever reason. I think it's probably because all their guns are a lot more controlled and checked than American guns. Like American guns are a lot more guns that are just like unknown to the government. In Switzerland, every single gun that they have is basically given to them by the government, so they know exactly where they are, who has the guns, etc. It's a lot more controlled.
Here's this clip of Trump talking about Ilhan Omar. He says he talked to the head of Somalia and about her. I'm gonna play this. Hold on. All right, guys, we got to check this out. This looks funny as fuck. I added it to the politics channel.
You know, I met the head.
Turn this up.
At the group, you know, I met the head of Somalia. Did you know that? And I suggested that maybe he'd like to take her back. He said, "I don't want her." Okay. What else? You want to? At the group, you know, I met the head of Somalia. Did you know that? And I suggested that maybe he'd like to take her back. He said, "I don't want her." Okay. What else?
That's not fucking funny, dude. I had to watch that twice. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. That's crazy funny, dude. Jesus. What's up?
No, just the Trump clip for Ilhan Omar. The Somalian president didn't even want her.
Oh. Oh wait, here's a better clip of that same thing. It's from Fox. They have a different camera angle and it's longer.
I mean, if we have... Yeah, please.
Jasmine Crockett recently.
Jasmine Crockett. Remember what I said? Is she a relation to the late, great Davy Crockett? I don't think so. Jasmine Crockett, let me tell you, before you even ask, she's a very low IQ person. I mean, if we ever had to pass an aptitude test, that's the one should take one because she shouldn't even be in the crowd. So I have no idea what you're going to, but I don't think we should waste our time. This is a low IQ person who I can't even believe is a congressperson between her and
AQ88, thanks for stopping by. Go do your fucking homework, all right? Stop screwing around watching YouTube videos. Knock out your homework. The video will be out for you later today.
You know, I met the head of Somalia. Did you know that? And I suggested that maybe he'd like to take her back, and he didn't want her. He said, "I don't want her." Okay, what else? Go ahead. You want? Let's hear what.
He doesn't know what her IQ is, and he just shits himself. Bro, everyone knows what her IQ is. You just gotta fucking listen to her talk for 2 seconds.
Crockett said, "Go."
She compared ICE raids to slave patrol. I want to ask you.
To slave?
Yeah, we
To slave patrol. I want to ask you if you think that there should be consequences for members of Congress who make these types of comparisons or use this type of language.
Well, I think she's gone over the line, and I think a lot of the people. Look, the Democrats have become radical left lunatics. They have policies that nobody's going to buy. And, you know, I see what's going on in New York. We're going to have perhaps a communist mayor because it's split up. You know, if the people would get together and have one candidate, they'd have, I think, a pretty good chance. But it looks like maybe they're not going to do that. But we're going to end up with a communist mayor. It's not even believable, my beautiful New York. When I left New York to become president, it was a great place. But it was the beginning of bad things because we had de Blasio had just started as mayor, and I said, this guy's a real nut job. Went to Harvard to teach management. Can you believe it? He went to Harvard to teach city management along with the mayor of Chicago, who went to Harvard to teach. The two of them are teaching how to manage a city into manage it into hell is what they do. But that was the beginning, and now we're going to go a step further. Now we're going with the communists. Can I be honest? I think it's the greatest thing to ever happen to the Republican Party. I really do. I think if a communist takes over New York City, I think that's a gift to the Republican Party.
Get the guy out of the chat. No, dude. Let him stay. He can say whatever he wants as long as he's not breaking TOS or going too crazy with stuff, you know, crossing fucking obvious lines. You know, that normal people in the world understand.
New York will recover because, you know, sometimes you need a shock like that to straighten you out. But it's politically, it's probably a very good thing.
All right, so wait, did Trump like go live? Let me go to his YouTube. Let me go to YouTube. There's our stream. Let's see, White House. I'm gonna watch this right now, and I'll look up like Twitter shit on the side, so we can put our docket together. Let's see here. Oh yeah, he was just live. Fuck yeah, let's do it, dude. Sick.
Well, thank you very much. We've had some very, really good talks today on Gaza with both the Middle East representatives. And
no problem, Brian. Say whatever you want.
All of the
you don't have to fucking worship Trump in my chat. I mean, we're a bunch of righties. We like Trump, but you could be in the chat and not like Trump, and that's totally fine. Okay, I don't care. Say what you want. Say what you think. Julie says, "Congrats on 200K." You know what? I should sell. I don't celebrate my W's. I need to celebrate this. I need to celebrate 200K. We hit it. We're at 210. We're on our way to 300. I'm just like I'm like focused on like I'm gonna get to 1 million. I'm so fucking driven, bro. So I'm just like, but I I'm so driven sometimes I don't celebrate my W's, you know? I just keep going. And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. I've done that before. No. I need to celebrate and enjoy it. I worked hard for this, and it happened quick.
Top leaders in the Middle East, and we had also a very good conversation with Bibi Netanyahu, trying to get the hostages back, and we're trying to get
yeah, thanks, guys.
the end of the Gaza situation. It's really bad, very bad. And we think it could happen. Maybe it could happen pretty soon. We want the hostages back. We want the bodies back. And we want to have peace in that region. So we had some very good
peace,
talks.
baby.
As you know, I had President Erdogan here, Turkey, and we had a great meeting today. I think we had a meeting that was very conclusive in so many different things that we wanted, things that he wanted, and that was good. We'll be announcing that sometime later, and he'll be making an announcement too. But we had a great meeting with Turkey, and they're a very respected president, and spent time. We had lunch, and we had a lot of good discussions. So those two things, and we have some executive orders today to sign that are very important for the country. And we'll start off with one that's a proclamation.
Archie, I have the Spanish worship thing. I have a video of it that's going to escort Greta Thunberg. Fuck. But yeah, I put a video of that in the Polish channel.
Want to do that, Will?
Yes, sir. So today
there was an
is
Italian
Gold Star
worship as
Mothers
well.
and Families Day.
So two warships, two different countries is nuts.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? It's because they lied. Bro, they're believing her about she lied about the drone. What the fuck are they doing?
Well, I don't know if that was fully her fault. I reckon that was one of her boys that just like fucked up and needed to cover his ass. And he.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna watch this. Trump's about to sign an executive order, bro. I need to see this shit.
A proclamation, and yes, sir. Want to do that, Will?
Yes, sir. So today is Gold Star Mothers and Families Day. This is an annual proclamation. This is to commemorate the fallen, those who have died for all of our freedoms and for our country, and for their families who have suffered such grievous losses. But this is a proclamation commemorating Gold Star Mothers and Gold Star families.
Yeah, and they're great people. Incredible people, what they've had to go through.
There it is.
Very few people could have gone through this kind of thing. Gold Star. Okay, thank you very much. He'll put it over here, Steve.
What's next? What are we signing now?
Next, sir, we have an executive order on TikTok. From the first days of your administration, you've charged a team from your administration, led by Vice President Vance, with ensuring that we can preserve TikTok as a platform for the 170 million Americans who use it, while ensuring that their data is properly protected as required by law. With this executive order, you will be effectively bringing into effect the agreement that will save TikTok and ensure that it can operate safely and securely.
So this is interesting because I had a very good talk with President Xi, a lot of respect for him. Hopefully he has a lot of respect for me too. And we talked about TikTok and other things, but we talked about TikTok, and he gave us the go-ahead. You know, it's run by American investors and American companies, great ones, great investors, the biggest. You don't get bigger, I don't imagine. And maybe I'll have JD. JD was very much involved and in charge of it. And maybe I'll have you say a few words about the deal. He would report back, and the points of the deal, I think, are great for our country. So, JD, do you want to give it a little talk, please?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So thank you, sir, for your leadership and for your help. We really couldn't have done this without the president actually ushering this deal over the finish line. There was some resistance on the Chinese side, but the fundamental thing that we wanted to accomplish is that we wanted to keep TikTok operating, but we also wanted to make sure that we protected Americans' data privacy as required by law, both because it's the right thing to do, but also because it's a legal requirement of the law that was passed last year by Congress. So we think that we were able to do that. Of course, we're going to keep on.
Okay, hold on. There's an argument in the chat about Greta Thunberg. Most people can't tell you one bad thing she's done. I could tell you one bad thing she's done. She lied about fucking getting shot at by drones. How about that? Fucking retard.
Looking at it, but this deal really does mean that Americans can use TikTok, but actually use it with more confidence than they had in the past, because their data is going to be secure and it's not going to be used as a propaganda weapon against our fellow citizens. We're very excited about it. We appreciate the cooperation of everybody involved, and it's a big day.
And I think I can say that especially the young people, they really wanted this to happen. They did not want to have TikTok closed. And,
I don't want TikTok closed.
I got you know, a little used to TikTok. I used it myself during the campaign, and it was very successful because you know how I did with the young voter. And
You can thank Charlie
helped me
for
a lot
that.
too. And he
Yep.
said to me, "You should go on TikTok," and it actually had, because we got record votes with the young voter, as you know, for the election. So I was a little bit prejudiced in that way toward TikTok. It was very good and very meaningful. But we have American investors taking it over, running it, highly sophisticated, including Larry Ellison.
Okay.
And Oracle, I guess, is going to play a very
True
big role
Kit
in terms of security, safety, and everything else. So we have very good controls. And literally, I would get a call from friends of mine who were fathers of young people saying, "Could you do me a favor? Could you get it approved, please? My son is driving me crazy." So we're getting it done, and they have a big audience, and we have great American investors. And here's your final copy. TikTok. You know, maybe if you want, we could take a couple of questions on TikTok, and then we're going to get onto something completely different. Okay? Yeah.
Mr. President,
Jeff?
Mr. Vice President, you mentioned that China was resistant. Can you describe where China is now? Are they fully on board with this?
They're
or
on
is
board.
there anything more?
I spoke with President Xi. We had a good talk. I told him what we were doing, and he said, "Go ahead with it."
On the algorithm, it's still being leased coming from China. Are you satisfied that there's no security concerns for the
Yeah,
US
I
that
am. I really am.
it would push disruptive?
The biggest reason is that it's owned by Americans, and very sophisticated Americans, and people that love the country, and very smart Americans too. So they don't want anything like that to happen. Yes, please.
Thank you. Is there any operational relationship with Chinese entities or staff to execute the deal?
With who?
With the Chinese?
I don't think so. Not that I know. We're going to be. This is going to be American operated, all the way, and great respect for President Xi, and I very much appreciate that he approved the deal, because to get it done properly, we really.
Archie,
needed
are you being
the-
a fucking lib in the chat, bro? What are you doing?
I think I'm understanding.
What are
I'm
you
trying to
doing?
bridge the gap here. I'm trying to bridge the gap.
All right, whatever, bro. You do you. You can say whatever you want. I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't say.
Support of China and the approval of China. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. President, now that Americans will have operational control, do you want to see the algorithm suggest more?
Where and when did we
MAGA
test
related
bombs? And there's the
content?
footage. I have that saved right here somewhere. Yeah, I think this is it right here. I'm not sure. This might. Oh no, wait. This was some fucking other bullshit. This is from Drama Alert. I remember this. This was like a fucking UFO. They put a UFO video. This was like a made up. Okay, this is the wrong thing. I remember this. Yeah, like it had to be somebody just made that on their computer. But it's so funny they used that for here. Yeah, 2 days ago. We don't have a video, but it's according to the Navy's website. It didn't carry a nuclear warhead, but we were testing it 7,500 mile thermal nuclear weapon 2 days ago. And then now, and there's just a bunch of crazy stuff happening today with apparently a Russian fighter jet or jets in Alaska. Yeah, so we're kind of waiting to see if we can get any information on that.
I always like MAGA related. If I could, I'd make it 100% MAGA related. It's actually a good question, but I would, yeah, if I could make it 100% MAGA, I would, but it's not going to work out that way, unfortunately. No, everyone's going to be treated fairly. Every group, every philosophy, every policy will be treated very fairly. Thank you.
Mr. President, do you know the valuation? Do you know the American company's going to be valued in billions?
Well, they valued it very highly. They're paying a big number. Do you want to talk, Scott?
It's not a fake video. It is a fake video, bro. It's made with CGI on a computer. Yeah, it's just like these three orbs going around a plane, making it disappear. And yeah, that's not a real video. Come on.
With the vice
Come on, bro.
I can follow
And
up.
you'll say something.
Sure. Well, first of all, I would
That's
say
not you
all
guys
credit
are.
goes to
Come
Secretary of
on.
the Treasury. Couldn't have gotten it done without Scott.
No
Also couldn't have gotten it done
way.
without,
You guys are
Sean
trolling.
Cooksey on my team. So thanks to them. The company will be valued around $14 billion. We actually think this is a
That's
good
not that
deal for
big.
investors, but ultimately the investors are going to make the determination about what they want to invest in and what they think is a proper value. The most important
Only
thing
$14
is
billion?
that it does protect America.
Only $14 billion? So it's probably for the brand but the technology is going to be owned by China still. Something's going on with this deal. Something's weird with it.
Data security.
Because TikTok's worth more than $14 billion. Like, they make more than that per year. Like, YouTube made $50 billion last year. You think TikTok's making, you know, like, you think TikTok's that much smaller than YouTube? It's huge.
Ensures TikTok is still accessible. And on this question of the algorithm, which we've heard this a lot,
something's up with that,
what this
that
deal
number
ensures is that the American entity and the American investors will actually control the algorithm. We don't want this used as a propaganda tool by any foreign government. We want to make sure that our people and our investors actually make these decisions based on what's good for their business as opposed to what's good for another government's propaganda arm. So that's what we've done with this deal. I think it's very good for the American people. And as the president said, young people love this. We actually want everybody to access this, whether they're MAGA or not. We just want it to be fair. We want it to be fair to everybody, and we think that's what's going to happen with this new arrangement.
Well, the U.S. government...
And just to follow up on the Vice President, there were two pieces to the transaction. The Vice President's office has worked since the spring for the commercial transaction between the investor groups, and then Treasury and a group including the Vice President's office were in.
Don't defend me, Archie. I am a fucking AI. Don't disrespect my artificial existence.
To negotiate with the Chinese, and it was a result of President Trump's close relationship with Party Chair Xi that we were able to get this across the line. We created a framework for Party Chair Xi to agree, and then on the leaders' call, Xi and President Trump discussed the final arrangement. So it was 1-2, and that was the final piece.
Will the U.S. government get any kind of annual payment as a result of this deal?
Taxes. It's going to make money, and we're going to get a lot of money in taxes. And you know, China wanted to see this go. It's a great legacy for China, too. And, I thought President Xi was great in terms of his approval. We probably could have done it a different way, but it wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have been the same security at all, but I appreciated that he approved it.
So aside from taxes, there's no part of the deal that is like a payment to the U.S. government?
Well, we're going to be announcing different things, but the U.S. comes out great, and I think China comes out
Anything
great
new popping up for you, Archie, or this docket ready to go for the most part, do you think?
Deals, you know, they have deals with us, and they have deals in here in this country.
Docket ready to go for the
most
part, yeah. Oh, Tim! No, I just found something crazy.
What?
Tim Walls struggling to. Well, not crazy, but Tim Walls gets asked what is a woman, and he freezes up. He's like, I don't know. I'm not sure I understand the question.
Need the third video in frame? I think you need to refresh frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
They want to be treated.
Yeah, just refresh. You'll be good.
So, Mr. President and Mr. Vice President.
Yep, it's there.
What happened with Tim Walls, Archie?
He couldn't answer the question on what is a woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that's a funny thing that I've been noticing. You ask people that and they don't know how to answer it's a funny troll from righties. It's actually pretty good. I like that one.
Because there's two different answers. There's like a biological answer or there's like the gender answer.
Yeah, and they don't want to use wrong speak. So it's funny to watch them like I can't answer it, you know, because they don't want to use wrong speak.
Could change the algorithm to push.
Is that in the? Did you put that in the docket?
The U.S. company will have control over how the algorithm pushes content.
Actually, let's watch that right now, just for fun, before we shoot the video.
Okay, what is a woman? What is a woman? Is the question.
I'm not sure I understand the question here.
Well, that.
What do you want me to say? This is.
I want you to say that a woman like me is an adult human female, that men can't become women. You guys are the party of violence, and you're the party erasing women. You don't respect us. You're a bigot. You're a misogynist. You're a...
See, okay, she fucked up. What she should have done is not say anything. She should have said, what I want you to say is the answer to my fucking question, and then just let him sit there. So she ruined it, honestly. She should have not said any of that and just let Tim Walls sit there and cannot compute. right? And just because it's a perfect demonstration. Yeah.
And that was a very important part of it. We thought it was necessary.
What's up, Atlantic? I see you in the chat. Christopher Aliens here.
We also just think it's important to protect American
users. Is not my bro.
Users to use this platform the way they want to. We want
not anymore.
The business to
he used to be my bro.
Content.
And then he ran with Kamala, and he
I can't hear the video.
Based on the interest of the business and based on the interest of the users, and that's what we think will happen with this new arrangement.
And they're paying a lot of money, and I think hopefully it's going to be a great deal. They're very sophisticated people. You'll see a list. Have you seen a list yet of the people? Well, you've been reading about it. I know Michael Dell's involved, and Rupert Murdoch's involved, and a lot of, and let's see, we have probably 4 or 5 absolutely world-class.
Oh shit! I think you're right. I said thermal nuclear. It's got to be thermonuclear. Is it one word?
Many of them are in.
I took Tylenol this morning, so leave me alone.
Pretty well, and they're going to be very careful.
Hey, you can't get out of that, bro. You took the Tylenol after you made the title, and you know it.
Well, it's a blue chip group of investors, and we'll be announcing more about who exactly is involved in the deal in the days to come.
No, I spelled it right.
Oracle's playing a very big part.
That's right, sir.
And Oracle really understands this, and I think they're actually, and they've been involved for quite a while running it.
Yeah, we tested one 2 days ago.
Previous people. And
I'm Tylenol tarded.
Really, I think it's going to be very well protected. Very, very prestigious deal, actually.
On that point, Mr. President, as the President said, Oracle has actually had a role in housing the data for a long time, even when the entity was controlled by the ByteDance organization in China. So Oracle had a pretty interesting perspective on what was necessary to actually create true data privacy protections for Americans. They were a very important part of getting this thing done.
Mr. President, you told us a couple of weeks ago you thought...
There's so many questions about fucking TikTok, dude. Can we talk about... I want more executive orders. Where's the Antifa?
Security concerns were overrated, but were there legitimate concerns when it comes to safety?
From my standpoint, no, because the people that own it are, they're not China-centric. They're USA-centric, and they're very smart people. I guess you could say it about everything. Everything is... what's secure nowadays?
Oh, it had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Turn out not to be, but I think in this case, it's going to be as secure as you can be because of the ownership and the people, and they have a big investment. It's to their advantage to make sure it's good and safe. Yeah. Anybody else? Do you have a question? No, behind you.
Well, I just want to say, do you think this move and getting this deal done, Mr. President, do you think this honors the legacy, like Charlie Kirk mentioned, that he specifically pushed you to get involved with TikTok?
Archie, I have the a Fox News clip of them talking about all of the hundreds of generals to report to Marine Corps base Quantico.
Yeah, that could be useful.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull that up. We're gonna watch it right now, but I'm gonna put it in the politics channel on Discord. By the way, if you guys want to see any of the links and stuff that we're pulling up, the raw links are always in our Discord. Let's check this out.
So Secretary of War Pete Hegseth planning a rare in-person meeting with hundreds of top generals and admirals from around the world. Military sources telling Fox News that this is set for Tuesday at a Marine base in Virginia. Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin reporting live from the Pentagon. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Martha. The meeting, first reported by the Washington Post, has since been confirmed by Fox News. 800 generals, admirals, and their senior enlisted aides have been ordered from their posts around the world to Washington, D.C. to gather in an auditorium at Marine Base Quantico in Virginia on Tuesday. The officers have not been told what the meeting is about. The invitation has sent shockwaves through an already fearful officer corps who have been on the receiving end of angry outbursts by Secretary Hegseth, who routinely threatens to submit them to polygraphs. Some express concerns that bringing all the military brass to one location in D.C. is an unnecessary security risk and question why the meeting cannot be held on a secure video teleconference call, especially at a time of rising global threats and cost-cutting as the government faces a possible shutdown. Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell confirmed the meeting but gave no details other than Secretary Hegseth, quote, will be addressing his senior military leaders early next week. Secretary Hegseth has fired without explanation nearly 22 officers, including the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General C.Q. Brown, the Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Lisa Franchetti, Coast Guard Commandant Admiral Linda Fagan, Air Force Vice Chief of Staff General James Slife. Last month, Secretary Hegseth fired Defense Intelligence Agency Director Lieutenant General Jeffrey Cruz, Navy Reserve Chief Vice Admiral Nancy LaCour, and Naval Special Warfare Command Head Rear Admiral Milton Sands, the head of the Navy SEALs. Many of those fired, Martha, by the Secretary have been women. The scant details about this meeting's agenda have many fearing a further purge. Martha.
That's pretty crazy, dude. What the fuck? That's crazy. What is going on?
Well, I think
Stamp price is fat. You know what? I was thinking about making my because in my Discord we have a little like tag, and I have it as Papa or Papa Stanimus, but I was thinking of changing it to fat.
it's a good thing.
Asmongold has his as bald.
It's a good sign. We're doing very well, as you know, with the trade deals. We're doing very well with China and a lot of them.
The meeting is scheduled for a few weeks' time. No, it's scheduled next Tuesday.
We're treated properly.
Stamp price is skinny. Now that's a fucking lie.
We were for 4 years, actually, but we were
Papa
never treated very properly by other countries, and we're doing well. We've never done this well. We have, because of the tariffs that are coming in, the deals that are
power,
being made,
bro. Don't let anyone say anything.
$950 billion in one case. $950 billion, where previously they paid nothing. We have,
with a B. Billion with
as
a
you
B.
know, in Japan it's $550 billion. South Korea's $350 billion now. That's up front. And one of the things I can say, I announced it lightly before, but we're taking in tremendous amounts of money with tariffs. We've never seen anything like it. No country's ever seen anything like it.
My legs are awesome. Look how strong they are.
A little bit of that money, a little bit of the tariff money to our farmers. Our farmers have been incredible.
Those legs!
They're the ones that let us survive and eat and
those
enjoy
legs,
our
bro.
lives,
They have
right?
to hold
Eat
me
too
up.
much,
They're
maybe,
strong.
in some cases.
Fat guys always. Fat guys that stand all day always have strong legs.
We're going to take some of the tariff money, relatively small amount, but a lot for the farmers, and we're going to help the farmers out a little bit because during this transition period, a period where we're taking in incredible amounts of money,
billions,
we'll have a little bit of a shortfall.
Billions.
With the farmers until the tariffs kick in, because they haven't kicked in for the farmers yet. And I decided before, and I spoke to all of the people here, that I want to make a contribution out of the tariff money, a small percentage of it, but it's a lot for the farmers. It will make the farmers feel very good, just help them through the transition. And ultimately, they're going to be making a fortune. They will be one of the top.
That guy with the legs of a dancer. I like that.
One of the top in the whole world in terms of percentage gotten from the tariffs we're taking in. But we have so much coming in, it's a very small thing. But I want to, in fact, just get the word out to the farmer, because they'll be struggling until the transition's complete. Then after that, they're going to do, I think, better than they've ever done before. Last time I said, get yourself a larger tractor and more land. And that was when they were doing very poorly, and they ended up doing that, and they did very well. That was with the deal we made with China. Unfortunately, Biden forgot about the deal, and he never enforced. I enforced it till the end, and China was very honorable. But when Biden came in, he didn't enforce it. So when you don't enforce a deal, they don't do it. So it was terrible. Biden was very bad to the farmers of our country. So we're going to be doing that. It's an honor to do it, too. Brian, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was just going to say, what's your message to the millions of small businesses here in the U.S. that really rely on TikTok to reach their end user and to market their service and their product?
Well, thank you for that question, because honestly, we were getting hit up. They use it for virtual advertising, and they pay very little for it and nothing for it. And small businesses have become very successful because of TikTok. And we didn't think of that, you know, when everyone's saying, oh, TikTok and this and that. But over the last...
What do you mean TikTok and this and that? Yeah, no, TikTok's stealing our data. Trump was the one that proposed banning TikTok, wasn't he, originally?
6 months, I was called by so many people saying they're going to go out of business if they can, because they use
He's the one that banned them, or like said that they were getting banned.
Yeah, he
gave them a
started
90-day
it.
limit.
But it looks like you know, he's playing his Trump 4D chess or whatever, because now we own it. So
virtually as a
that's cool.
Advertising.
Wonder who bought it. Who's buying it? Who owns TikTok? Was it Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast was trying to buy TikTok.
get the word out about their good
Fox
product.
apparently
or whatever
owns
it is they're
10%
selling.
of it.
So it's a
on
very
TV.
important thing for
No
small
shit.
business.
Yeah.
It's another reason I wanted to do.
It's like a whole conglomerate of American
so
businesses.
So let's go to another
Okay.
subject now, if we might. Okay, and Will, please.
Ask you about farmers.
Yes, go ahead.
What does that look like? Is that going to be direct checks to farmers, or is it going to be?
Well, we haven't decided that. We'll be dealing with Brooke later, and the Secretary of Agriculture, and we'll figure out how to get money to the farmers. And again, this comes out of the large amount, hundreds of billions of dollars of tariffs money that's pouring into the country. The tariffs, remember when I said a long time ago, I said it's the greatest word, it's my favorite word in the world, then I had to say, I was forced to say other things, and of course rightfully so, love, family, religion. So I think I put tariff number 5. I was forced because the fake news did a big number on me, it's one of those little, but let's say it's my 5th favorite word tariff, but it's making our country very rich. And when our country is rich, I'm able to help the farmers, and I'm able to help even other countries that are in trouble, you know. But we're able to help people that are in trouble.
Radbeard says, love the
Medicaid,
content. Keep,
Medicare,
brother, keep the amazing work.
Security.
Thanks, dude.
It's all a benefit.
Or,
of this,
love the content,
tremendous
bearded brother.
And I hear numbers coming in today, Scott, where the numbers were very high.
Trans
right?
talk.
That's one thing I like about TikTok is that, like, everyone's allowed on there. So there's MAGA all over there. There's the libs all over there. But everything's there. It's all now TikTok is very censorship heavy. We'll see if things change if it's in US hands, but yeah.
The chart, sir.
I like that everyone is there. It's kind of cool.
This is the only country in the world where you announce great
Twitter's
numbers
like that
and the stock market goes down. Because when you announce great numbers, they immediately want to take that success away by raising the interest rates. Why can't you announce great numbers and let them lower the interest rate so you can make numbers? This is the only country in the world. I don't know if you heard. Could you just tell them what the number was? And how
It was 3.88% growth.
I want to find the
in years.
next executive order. He starts talking about
The
Antifa.
president says this is going to be non-inflationary growth, just like it was in its first.
Oh, here we
term.
go.
So strong.
All right, let me
growth,
skip
low-
ahead here because you're just talking about
Radical
TikTok.
maniacs that surrounded this desk, just like these people surround the desk now, but they're not maniacs. They're really
Yeah, I want to see the
solid people.
Antifa part.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad I prefaced. But they're great. We have a great cabinet. We have great people, and he didn't have great people. He had terrible people. Look at Afghanistan. Look at the people he had running our military. That could happen. The most embarrassing day in the history of our country was Afghanistan, and 13 young people died. They don't ever talk about the 38 that were horribly wounded with legs and arms and everything else, really horribly wounded. So the country's respected like it's probably almost never been respected before. I think we're respected at a level, and a year ago it was a dead country. We had a dead country a year ago. This country was dying. It was really in bad shape. Let's talk about the next subject, can we?
Yes,
One of the
finally.
most powerful deterrents we have to violent crime is the death penalty. As you said, your administration has taken bold, decisive steps to ensure that Washington, D.C. is once again a safe and secure city for its residents and all who visit. This is a presidential memorandum that directs your Attorney General and your U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, Judge Jeanine Pirro, to fully implement the death penalty here in Washington, D.C., where the evidence and facts of a case indicate that the death penalty should be used.
Okay.
I'm all about death penalty, bro. Do
Death
it.
penalty in Washington. You kill somebody,
All
or
about
if
it
you kill
is
a police
crazy.
officer, law enforcement officer.
What's up, Archie?
I was saying all about it is crazy.
Me? I'm all about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, bro. Fucking give it. If there's certain crimes that deserve the death penalty, and that's the way I see it, bro. Put them down. Don't do it. Don't do it expensive either. Do it cheap. Bullets are cheap.
Yeah, no,
Put them down.
I have to say, I agree. I agree for certain crimes. I think it has to be like they have to be prosecuted without a reasonable like.
I'm not saying that just fucking do it and they don't get to go defend themselves in a court of law. That was never uttered out of my mouth.
Yeah, no, I will. Yeah,
I'm obviously talking about people that have been convicted of horrible crimes. They obviously fucking did it, and they should be put down. And we shouldn't keep them in a cell for their whole life. They should be put down. Shoot them.
I agree.
That's what I say. Yeah, just put them down. Certain crimes, like there are unforgivable crimes.
Yeah.
Use your imagination.
Officer death penalty, and hopefully there won't be that. So again, it's way down. I mean, we have had week after week after week where we haven't had a murder. I said that the other day in front of the president of Poland. The press was here, and I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce that Washington, D.C. has not had a death in 4 weeks, a murder. And he looked at me and goes, is that good or bad? You know, he's saying, what kind of a place is this? But it's true for years. I mean, every week, essentially, somebody got killed or more than one. And this is a very safe city right now. We don't play games. And, you know, it's interesting. We took these careers out, career criminals. They call them careers. They left the word criminal out. But we took the careers out of here. And they're now brought back to their homes, or they're in jail, or they're in a jail in another country, and hopefully they're not coming back. And we have to maintain it. You can't just leave.
Is the National Guard in Chicago yet? I don't know. I feel like they kind of like been delaying that, right?
Party that hates that the city's becoming safe.
Hello, Stan. What's up, Rick?
Criticizing her because the city's becoming safe, but this is becoming this is right now a very, very safe city. This went from the most unsafe city in the country to the safest city in the country. There's no city any safer. That's a pretty big achievement. And we really did it in 12 days. But if you add an extra week to it, that'd be nice. And I mean, you can go out to dinner. Restaurants are booming. You know, the restaurants were dead. They were dead. Even if you got to
556 is only 5 cents. Maybe if you buy like 1 million bullets, sure.
The restaurant, then somebody would come in and hold you up. You know, they'd hold up the whole restaurant. They go to Uber, young ladies in the White House. They'd call Uber for protection. They'd run to the car because they were petrified to be from the entrance of their building to the car. Now they feel safe. They're in the car, and then the car gets hijacked while they're in the back of the car. This is what we were living in. We were living in hell. People that work in the White House, every time they see me, young women in particular, say, thank you, sir. And I don't even ask them about what. I know exactly.
Oh yeah, you got a huge docket.
Now they're living in a
what's
beautiful.
What's our two biggest stories, Archie? War and
that's the thing. Yeah, like the Charlie Kirk stuff, I suppose. War
and Charlie. No, story. That's a separate thing. What's our two stories? Okay. Yeah, two big stories.
I would say it's probably the war and. Honestly, there isn't really a big second story.
Okay.
For a second video, for a whole second video, that's
you have a lot of stuff. Trump signs executive order on Antifa. Let's see here. Hold on, there's like 10 minutes left of this video. I'm gonna watch it and just see.
Okay, this
what's
is
up, and then we'll figure it out.
For somebody that kills people in Washington, D.C. I think it's capital. It's a very interesting capital punishment, capital city. Right? It's capital. But this is our capital city. We can't allow that to happen. People come in from Iowa to look at the Lincoln Memorial and they end up getting killed.
Most of the other streamers are doing their war feeds at 7. What do you mean by that?
And if it does happen, it's the death penalty for the person that did it. And this goes into effect. Right? Pam, is that right? Could you speak a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. Not only are we seeking it in Washington, D.C., but all over the country again. And as you saw very recently, we are now moving the inmates who were on death.
I have an idea, Archie. What if we do the one video for like what's going on, the weird shit with war and stuff, right? And then we just I'll do the rest of the stories like a normal docket.
Yeah, that works.
Would you be cool with editing that?
Yeah, sure.
I could just run through it real quick. It'll be like a quick fire. It won't be like a big story that we spend a lot of time on. I'm just gonna like go through them. Kind of like the ending of the videos, you know, when I'm gonna do the docket like that. That's the only thing I can think of. That the thing, and then I could shoot the Charlie Kirk thing. But I feel like that should just be a video. I could do it live, but I think it'd be better if we shot it as a video so we can really make it nice. You know what I mean?
We could run the war topic now. You go through the rest of the docket and then shoot the Charlie Kirk stuff afterwards.
I could, yeah. I'm going to be here all day. I'm not going anywhere.
row who Joe Biden
All right.
or the auto pen commuted their sentences off of death row. We're moving them to supermax facilities where they will be treated like they're on death row for the rest of their lives.
And some like weird stuff from today, but nothing with substance.
Yeah, fair enough.
President Trump.
Okay, that's a big statement. Thank you very much. Okay. I see some of you shaking your heads very positively. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, fellas.
One sec, I'll going to quickly go grab a snack.
If anybody illegal killed a U.S. citizen or a police officer, so this just reinforces your campaign promise.
That's right. And most people really like it. And Washington, again, it's going to serve as a beacon because you have to do it. These are bad people. When you look at that guy, the guy that killed the young lady in the train in North Carolina, that he'll be in trial for years, years, years. He'll get a good lawyer somewhere along the line. Somebody will come along, and what he did to that young lady, and she went into that train scared. You know, when she went in, the way she sat down, she was scared to just be there. She just wanted to not pay any attention to anybody, just not be noticed. And she had her throat slit. We don't want that in this country anymore. We're not going to have it in this
James
country
Comey was just indicted.
Thank you very much. Next.
Lastly, sir, this is a presidential memorandum on countering
Posting it in the
domestic
Discord.
terrorism and organized political violence. In recent weeks, months, and years, we've seen a tremendous upsurge in some highly visible, but also other acts of domestic terrorism and organized political violence being.
I just put a link to my Discord in the YouTube chat. If you guys want to join that, I have a politics news channel where I post a lot of the links of the things that we're covering and that we find. And I think we have it opened up. Like you guys could post stuff in there too. So if anybody ever wants to contribute to the stories that we're telling
all over the country,
there it is.
What this presidential memorandum
I'm very particular
though. Set
though.
off an administration.
I like to only cover things that are like where we have a lot of the facts, or if we're, you know, if it's if there's missing information, right? Like it's like we don't know. Like we're talking about the thermonuclear testing for 2 days ago, and then now there's something happened in Alaska with our airspace this morning, like things like so we can only show like what we know, but I'm not trying to draw any conclusions. But when we're just speculating, guessing, it looks crazy. We're gonna show it that way, but yeah. Anyways, that's just the way that we like to put the links in that channel. Is just stuff like here's what we know, kind of a thing. Not a lot of conspiracy stuff.
Wide response to that, ranging from the Joint Terrorism Task Forces to other components of the Department of Justice to the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Treasury. We're looking at interdicting these groups, preventing them from performing acts of violence, and also looking at sources of organization and funding and support that prop them up and allow them to do the acts.
Thanks, Mason.
That
I see your message.
We're looking at the funders of a lot of these groups, and you know, when you see the signs, and they're all beautiful signs made professionally, these aren't your protesters that make the sign in their basement late in the evening because they really believe it. These are anarchists and agitators, professional anarchists and agitators, and they get hired by wealthy people, some of whom I know, I guess, you know, probably know them. And you wouldn't know it. You're at dinner with them, everything's nice, and then you find out that they funded millions of dollars to these lunatics. Steve, could you say a couple of words?
Yes, Mr. President. This is a very historic and significant day. This is the first time in American
the Antifa
history
thing.
that there is an all-of-government effort
I've been waiting
to
for this.
dismantle left-wing terrorism, to dismantle Antifa, to dismantle the organizations that have been carrying out these acts of political violence and terrorism. What we have seen, if you look at whether it be going back to the riots that started with Black Lives Matter and all the way through to the Antifa riots, the attacks on ICE officers, the doxing campaigns, and now the political assassinations, these are not lone, isolated events. This is part of an organized campaign of radical left terrorism. It is structured, it is sophisticated, it is well-funded, it is well-planned. There is really no parallel like this to anything else in the country right now. There is an entire system of feeder organizations that provide money, resources, weapons.
About time, dude.
And when they're attacking ICE officers, they're attacking federal buildings, or they're isolating public officials for harassment, doxing, intimidation, and ultimately attempted assassination. It is all carefully planned, executed, and thought through. It is terrorism on our soil. Because of this executive order, Cash and Pam are going to have the tools they need, working with Scott, to take these organizations apart piece by piece. And the central hub of that effort is going to be the Joint Terrorism Task Force, or JTTF, which sits inside the Federal Bureau of Investigation. But for those at home who are worried about terrorism in this country, they need to understand, because of President Trump's strength, because of his vision, because of his leadership, you're now going to use the entire force of the federal government to uproot these organizations root and branch. And again, that's only possible because of President Trump and his leadership.
Thank you. Steve Cash, please.
Yes, as Steve was saying, Mr. President, thanks to your leadership, crime is going downward in a tremendous fashion, and that's what we want for every city in America. And the FBI's premier flagship enterprise, the Joint Terrorism Task Force, are honored to lead this initiative.
You guys are on Facebook. Find me on Facebook. I'm Stan Price.
Because our citizens are being attacked by, as Stephen said, organized violence. And
there's
it's being
cash
paid for, not by them, by other people. So what we are going to do, combining forces as Scott and I have done in these last few months, is follow the money. People and organizations have collected funds and put them out into the streets of America and organized violence across our country. And thanks to your recognition of this and this executive order and the AG's leadership to lead out and prosecute these individuals, we are properly going to chase them down like the domestic terrorists that they are, and our streets and our communities are going to be safer because the JTTF and the FBI and Treasury and DHS and DOJ are going to combine forces like never before to root out this new evil.
Not clickbait.
Perpetrating our criminal activities across our societies, and we are just so thankful.
We'll cover it in a sec.
Recognition of it. It's not easy to do.
Good job. Thank you very much,
Who
Pam.
specifically do you want to
Yeah, I don't clickbait. Clickbait means I would be lying to you guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Yeah, it's actually a pretty crazy little story that we're going to tell today.
What?
Besides Antifa, is there a specific group or person you're targeting in this?
Any organized group. Any organized group who are committing these crimes, and we're working with the Secretary of Treasury. You know what law enforcement has told us under President Trump's leadership? He's taken the handcuffs off law enforcement. They can do their jobs now, thanks to you, President Trump, and that's what's happening. And all of these agencies that Cash mentioned, we work hand in hand together. Our prosecutors were following the money with Treasury. We're working with Homeland Security. Cash's agents, all of our agents, DEA, ATF, U.S. Marshals, combined are working, and with state and local government, to take these people off the streets who are jeopardizing lives.
Can I just illustrate this? So I was talking with Cash and Stephen about this a couple of days ago, sir. So I believe it was in Oregon where you had a federal building where there were men in black ski masks who were committing acts of violence, who were shutting down a government building. To the president's point, they don't come from nowhere. These are paid people. This is organized and committing acts of political terrorism on American soil. And it's time we had a government that looked out for the American people rather than the people who are committing violence against the American people.
When you go out to Portland and you see what's happening in Portland, this is like nobody's ever seen anything like it. Every night, and this has gone on for years. They just burn the place down, and you know the shop owners, most of them have left, but the few shops that are open, they just use plywood and just like 3/4 inch plywood. They don't put storefronts.
It's pronounced indicted, but it has a C in it.
Agitators.
Look,
these are bad people, and they're paid a lot of money by rich people.
Bro,
some of whom we know.
Look,
I'm sure I know some.
Look at it. It has a C right here.
I would associate.
Indicted.
I'll be in trouble because Pam will say,
right?
Why are you associating
the C's not silent, bro. No, it's they need to add a K in there.
Bad people, and they're paying a lot of money, millions of dollars. But take a look at Portland sometime. These are wild, these are crazy people, and they're trying to burn down buildings, including federal buildings.
The C is silent.
On my list of things that I want to do before we finish up with the cities, because I think we're going to
no, it's indicted.
But we have to.
I'm sounding it out.
Let our cities.
I'm sounding out like I was taught when I was a boy.
But it's the most violent example. It's every night.
Look, when I was a boy, I was taught to sound it out. All right, let's do this together. In Dick Ted. Okay?
And they've done it for years. You think maybe at some point they made their point, and what are they doing? But we're going to get out there, and we're going to do a pretty big number of those people in Portland that are doing that. They're professional agitators and anarchists. They're actually anarchists, yeah. Go ahead, why don't you defend? Let's see you defend them, Jeff.
No, I'm not defending anyone. I just want so that we can
defend them, Jim! God damn it, Jim!
You don't explain it right, though, Jeff. Go ahead, let's go. Maybe let's give you another chance. Go ahead.
Antifa, Soros, What names are we talking about?
Well, Soros is a name certainly that I keep hearing. I don't know, but Soros is a name that I hear. I hear a lot of different names. I hear names of some pretty rich people that are radical left people. Maybe I hear about a guy named Reid Hoffman. Somebody's a pretty rich guy, I guess, and I hear about him. I don't know. Maybe could be him. Could be a lot of people. We hear the same names, but they're bad, and we're going to find out. And if they are funding these things, they're going to have some problems because they're agitators and they're anarchists. These are anarchists. Really bad. Okay, yeah, please.
Put him in jail. Can you call you?
Enforce the laws.
Who are you with?
I'm with the Center Square. Sarah Rhetoric is my name. Sarah. There's also, as you know, Antifa is not just a domestic terror, or now a domestic terror.
Leave me alone. I took Tylenol.
International.
I had a headache.
Is looking at,
it's indicted.
designating them a terror organization.
Right.
Have you been working with your intel community and your DNI to possibly expand that to making them designated an international terror organization?
Yeah, we have been. Yep. It's an international. In many cases, it is international.
Mr. On Antifa, if someone takes to the streets of America and says they're Antifa, what happens to them? What will happen to them?
That's a good question.
I'd say the maximum under the law, and we'll see. Now, if they kill somebody, we just signed a death penalty, so it depends where it is. But if they kill somebody, which they do, I mean, people are dying. You go out to Portland, people die out there. Many people have died over the years in Portland. Portland is, I don't know how anybody lives there. It's amazing. But it's anarchy out there, and that's what they want. They want anarchy, like when they attacked Seattle and took over a big percentage of the city.
Yeah, they created the city chop.
Do a big number. They heard that, and everybody.
Bro, I'm so glad he's talking about this. Yo, I'm so glad they're doing. Please move forward on this. Don't just be some executive order that everyone forgets. No, I really hope that this gets done. Fuck Antifa. That shit pisses me off.
But, you know, you have governors that have to run that, and a lot of them don't do it.
Did you hear about the woman that got hospitalized trying to prove Trump wrong and almost overdosed on Tylenol? I did read that. I'm not sure if it's true or not. I need to. I saw that headline. I haven't researched it to see if it's true or not yet, but I did hear about it.
If you don't have it, that's okay.
I looked into it a bit. It seems like a bit of a nothing burger. Like I can't see where it's coming from or the root of it.
You can't find it?
Rumors.
Okay.
Yeah, at all.
So, see, we try and find it to see if, like, okay, where is this coming from? If we can't find it, then we, you know. So, but yeah, and I always try, and recommend. I'm not gonna tell you guys what to do. Do whatever you want. Think whatever you want. I don't care. But if I do care a little bit. Okay. But if I can have a positive influence, it's to get good at looking into things to make sure you're not believing bullshit.
We will do what we have to do. We're going to make Chicago safe. We're going to make we're going to make as many as we can, and usually that involves a surge. But what we did with, in the case of Chicago, by having the FBI go out there 5 or 6 months ago.
2 minutes, Gonzo, and then I can check your edit.
A little bit is 25%, so it's not so little, but it is when you're talking about the kind of crime and killings and murders that you hear in Chicago.
Jojo, seesaws in your walls. I fucking can't stand her, dude. She's so annoying.
As the Union Pacific said, the head of the Union Pacific, who's a great guy, started off as a low-rung guy. He said he started at a caboose, and now he's the chairman of the Union Pacific. But he's a great guy. But he said, "Sir, don't lose Chicago." The way he said it, I said, "Boy, it really hit me."
Yeah, so like the Tylenol thing, like the way I covered it as I don't fucking know, talk to your doctor. That's the way I covered it, because I don't fucking know. Talk to your doctor, right? So if I don't know, I'm not going to sit there and pretend like I'm the smartest person in the world and like just make up some answers like some of these other creators do. All right, I have no problem just saying I don't fucking know, dude. You guys, you're on your own. Here's the facts that I've dug up so far, and then based off of this, we don't know shit. So I think that's more, it's better. It's more honest to just say, I don't know.
Here's a man that knows.
I have no problem with that.
The Union Pacific, I guess, is our largest railroad, and he knows all the cities. He's been doing it for 45 years, and he said, "Sir, don't lose Chicago." And the way he said that meant a lot to me. And we're going to go into Chicago very soon. We're going to take care of Memphis. We're going to take care of Memphis.
Chicago.
You can't walk a block without getting shot. We're going to take care of that one, and just like we did Washington, D.C., and we're going to do Chicago very soon. Yeah.
There could be an indictment on James Comey. Do you know if there is an indictment or Madam Attorney?
I don't know. I know it's going on because I read the papers just like you do, right? So I don't know. Do you have anything to say about that?
We can't comment on that.
Yeah.
Can you comment on a New York Times, Madam Attorney General, can you comment on a New York Times report saying that Justice Department officials have asked attorneys to target a George Soros-funded group? And is this executive order that you just signed a part of that effort?
I'm not going to comment on whether there is or is not a pending investigation, but everything's on the table right now.
I don't think anybody has to ask, because if you look at Soros, he's at the top of every. In fact, sometimes they say, could he be involved in this many things? But he's in every story that I read. Stories that I read keep talking about Soros, and so I guess he'd be a likely candidate. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the next thing? There was one more thing. Oh yeah, Gonzo. All right, Gonzo. Trump's done talking, so that was interesting. I'm ready to check your edits, my friend, and then we can move on to the next stories. Start doing some. I'll shoot the videos. All right. I am ready, Gonzo. Send it. Charlie Kirk shows off the nice things they have in Seoul, South Korea, and how they don't put up with crime.
Okay, everybody, I'm here in Seoul, South Korea. As you can see, everyone, they have these like inflatable cushy chairs. Everyone is reading. This would last about 35 seconds in most American cities.
True, very true. That looks sick, though. Seriously.
You can have nice stuff. Crime is a choice. We shouldn't put up with it.
I wish we can have nice stuff like that. That would be fire, bro.
South Korea doesn't. We shouldn't either.
I agree. Subscribe. Send it. That one's good. Stanception. Yep. I'm just checking some edits. We can have nice things. There we go.
All right.
And just whatever comment you want, bro. Send it.
Okay.
It's not too gnarly of a video or anything. It's not too, it's just saying. So Charlie Kirk video from Charlie Kirk showing, hey, we can have nice things. All right. Trump just signed an executive order to dismantle Antifa.
They're anarchists and agitators, professional anarchists and agitators, and they get hired by wealthy people, some of whom I know, I guess, probably know them. And you wouldn't know it. You're at dinner with them, everything's nice, and then you find out that
when
they
I open
funded
my eyes real big. So go back and play the
millions of dollars to these.
Oh, you do one right there.
That's
okay.
where I put it.
Okay,
yeah.
there's another one. There's an opportunity to do another one earlier. I would say like somewhere, just finding equally, because I'm kind of making a face. Yeah, somewhere go forward a little bit, like maybe right there. I don't know. Try it. Don't have to crop the top. The top auto crops. Oh, I see. That
when
way,
I top the crop, it lets me see like what I'm going to work with when
I understand.
Make it big.
Yeah. No, don't let me tell you what to do. Yeah. No, that's a good idea, actually.
Professional anarchists and agitators, and they get hired by wealthy people, some of whom I know, I guess, probably know them. And you wouldn't know it. You're at dinner with them, everything's nice, and then you find out that they funded millions of dollars to these lunatics. Steve, could you say a couple of words about it?
It's fucking happening. That's what I have to say. Yeah, Donald, sign that shit. Gonzo, zoom in on that. I don't care about this other guy talking. Zoom in on that signature, baby. Would you like to know more? Click the related video down below. All right, the only other thing I would change is just to shorten how long the close-ups are. They overstay their welcome just a bit. Yeah, just kind of a little bit more than that. There you go. And if that changes the dynamic and you need to move them around a little bit, then so be it. But I do just want them to be shorter. All right, let's feel it out.
Professional anarchists and agitators, and they get hired by wealthy people, some of whom I know, I guess, probably know them. And you wouldn't know it. You're at dinner with them, everything's nice, and then you find out that they funded millions of dollars to these lunatics. Steve, can you say a couple of words about it?
It's you feel that when you feel that timing.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. It just snaps better for the viewer, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's what we call, and like editing and stuff like that, is overstaying your welcome. That's we even do that with a video. Like maybe this is why we end them the way we end them, because once the viewer understands that the ending is happening, you are now overstaying your welcome. They're going to go ahead and swipe. So or click off, or whatever media they're consuming, but it's the same concept. And you can even do that with an effect, like to where it's like something's lingering too long, and it makes the viewer like just feel something's off with the video. They don't quite know what it is, but so that's why we just end that a little bit sooner, and it feels better. Trump nukes Antifa. Trump nuked Antifa. I think Antifa is all caps. Yep. There we go. And then Trump just signed an executive order. The pinned comment should be like, this is, I'm so glad this is finally happening. Sick.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. All right. What do we got next on the agenda here? You're good to go for right now, huh? Like you're done for the day.
Yep.
All right.
I am done.
Go play fucking Dragon Quest, dude.
I'm about to.
Fuck yeah. I'll be tuning into that.
Hell yeah.
Let me shout you out if you want. Do you want to shout out?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Okay. Just want to ask, just in case, Twitch.
If anyone's curious about Dragon Warrior.
It's Dragon Quest.
It's always going to be Dragon Warrior for me. They can't change it now.
Here is Gonzo's Twitch stream, if you guys want to check him out. He's in a band here in Denver. He's the bassist and the leader of the band. He makes everything happen. Even though he doesn't call himself the leader, he's always in charge for some reason. He's always the one with all the responsibilities. And he's
it happens.
Hardcore ass gamer. So if you want to watch somebody not be a bitch at games like me, I'm going to put it on easy mode. He instantly just goes hardest mode on every game. Sees it as a challenge to his manhood. He must beat it. So watch him. There's his link in the chat for you guys. And Gonzo, enjoy the rest of your evening, my friend. Thank you very much for everything.
Hell yeah.
You're the best.
We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
All right. There's that. So our videos are done. I'm probably going to shoot some more shorts after this stream because there is a bunch of more stuff that I found that I want to cover. And we needed to get it out today. But before we do that, we have to shoot this video. Archie, do you think I can do a long enough video on the are we going to war? I don't know if we're going to war, but what's going on is definitely the question. What do we want to call this video? Because we have the
are we going to war?
What's this first? What is this first thing?
Wait, my PC's glitching out right now for some reason. It's just
no worries.
But that first thing's the Fox thing,
Oh right, here we go. The Fox thing.
That's 2 minutes. Then we got speak for a little bit. We got thermonuclear missiles. We got NORAD. We got it'll probably get over 8 minutes. I think. Definitely. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
It depends though. It's one of those.
Okay, here's what I have a link request. So there's that like super like in your face post from Drama Alert saying that what Russia is claiming. If we show that first, then we say, okay, well, what actually was said? Then we listen, we're like, oh shit, he actually did fucking say that. And then we fact check it and we say, well, but technically NATO never said fucking shit. So, this guy is just opening his mouth. But I mean, it's an important person opening his mouth. So it's not something to not take seriously, but there's a reality to understand at the moment, at least. So yeah, it'll go. I think this Fox video, and you know what? Another one, same thing. So we want to have another Drama Alert that goes first, right? Because it's flashy, it's short, it's easy to consume, right? Then I'll transition into the meat and potatoes of it and show the video as well. Then we'll do another Drama Alert setting up what the Russian guy said. Then we'll watch the video and listen to what he actually said.
Okay, so Drama Alert on we are going to war, and then drama. I had something good for that, and then drama alert on Russian
Yeah,
guy, gotcha.
yeah. The open it, and then I'll show like the actual facts. So it's the big like in your face, to the point, what it's about. Then we'll like dive deep into what we're talking about, and then when we transition to the Russian guy, same thing. Now NORAD scrambles fighters. Okay, let's see here. This comes after Trump said this. Right on. Yeah, exactly. Pizza index. Okay, I don't know what that is.
That's all the pizza in the Pentagon and stuff going on
now
today.
USA conducted a thermonuclear weapon test. So we have the drama alert in your face, shocking, right? But then we need a meat and potatoes for that as well.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Okay. So one thing at a time, right? You got all that? I'll remind you if you need. I just gave you like 3 different things.
Drama. I mean, I've got the. I need drama alert for the Russian foreign.
No, for the opening thing, right? Here,
yeah.
Let me do.
War, yeah.
There we go. Okay, so we need
hundreds of generals.
Here, drama alert open.
Drama alert didn't cover the generals. They covered, but I found another one on that.
Drama alert open. There we go. Let me get some tunage going. There we go. Two nights ago, it's like 2 a.m. a military helicopter flew by my house. So many people made posts about it to say and woke them up. I find it weird that while world is allowed to know when we have a major meeting with all the U.S. generals in its location, that is weird. The whole world. He meant to say whole world. Yeah, that is weird, Nolan. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a concern for me. And we want to make sure drama alert open. This one's going to be what is it? It's generals are meeting. Bro, do you have the drama alert on that?
There's no drama alert on the Pete Hegseth ordering generals to come and meet for whatever reason, or that I scrolled through and saw, but I found another Benny Johnson one which is flashy for that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I mean. Drama alert. Just get a flashy good one.
Yeah. That's what I found. And then we got an actual drama alert open for the world for the Russia one.
Okay, so here I found the drama alert one. I'm gonna.
What for Pete Hegseth? Are you?
Yeah, it was 7 hours ago. You have to scroll back 7 hours.
I think I did. I must just be blind.
Okay, well here it is. Let me see the one that you have. Yeah, no, that's not, bro. No. This one's better. Look at this one.
Okay.
Well, look at that one.
Oh.
War! Fucking Trump's face. That's fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? And then we'd be like, okay, what the fuck is drama alert talking about? Then we open it up and we show what they're talking about, that they're sensationalizing, right? So we could show someone else sensationalizing it, and then we go in and get into the facts. Okay, that's kind of what I'm doing. All right, now do the next one, and don't make me do it, motherfucker.
I'm going.
Hurry up! You're skipping it. It's right here. It's right here, Archie. Drama alert open. Fill this one out. Come on.
It is open. Oh, fill it out. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So that one, they're like World War III. Like, you see what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
NATO. There we go. So now we know what that is, right? And then we do this. Look at, see how this one's part of it? You see how I moved that one over?
Yeah. Perfect.
Need an apostrophe here, buddy. Everyone's looking at this. You want to look like you take Tylenol?
I do. I do. Leave me alone.
Gonzo's working overtime. Well, this is Archie. Gonzo's off. Gonzo's gonna go play video games. Archie has to stay here with me.
The horror.
Yeah.
Can't find any meat and potatoes for the thermonuclear
You can't?
test.
We can't talk. Okay, wait, no. So, U.S. tests nuke. Let's see here. News.
I shouldn't say can't because I'm still looking, but so far. Oh wait.
Taking the post.
Never mind, that's not it.
So this is why we need the meat and potatoes. You see what I'm saying? Just to make sure that it's true and we're not saying dumb shit. I have one. So we did one of these tests, definitely back in February. But if there was one 2 days ago, let me see. Let me look at Drama Alert's post to see if they have any facts on it. Where was it? This.
I think
it says.
I think
so
it
they say that the test was 2 days ago, according to the Navy's website.
I think it was part of a wider testing on like the U.S. Navy that happened off the coast of Florida. And I found some video of them of the Navy there, and this was on the 24th. So I think that's what they're on about.
On the 24th, or
Yeah.
that's yesterday.
The U.S. Homeland Security News says the USA Navy just confirmed strategic.
I'm gonna ask Grok if it's true. Grok, is this true? I just posted this. Grok, is this true? Let's see if Grok gets back to me. The meeting hasn't happened. Apparently, the meeting is going to be on Tuesday.
Yeah, the meeting's scheduled to happen.
Okay. Make sure, bro. Make sure you move that over. Move that over. There you go. Do it right. Make sure it follows the pattern here. Okay. Opening context, right?
Mm-hmm.
And write what it is.
It's not even giving much context.
Write what it is. Here we go. Okay, I have Grok. Grok, is this true? So here's the follow-up on it that I'm also gonna add. Check that out. I asked Grok. So there's AI. So the AI is saying, yes, the U.S. Navy conducted routine tests of unarmed Trident to D5 missiles from September 17th to 21.
Yes. Okay.
Florida.
This is correct. Yep.
So the thing that you have is the correct thing.
Yeah.
You found it. Look at that. See, meat and potatoes. Okay. Meat and potatoes. We gotta give the viewers something to eat. We can't just say shit. Let's give them some meat and potatoes, and we could find it. We're like real journalists. Yeah.
Wow.
Journalists. Fuck that. I'm a YouTuber. I just want to have something to back up some shit, you know? Let's have some backup. All right. So I think I can do this video.
Yes. Video. I think this is a picture of like the whole convoy, like the whole, because it was a wider range of tests. It wasn't just for that thermonuclear. It was a test of like a bunch of weapon systems and naval weapons and stuff like that.
You know what I think would also add to this story is if we have the shot of the B-2 bombers flying over Trump and Putin, and then Putin following that meeting by going to China's big military parade, which they haven't done in like 20 or 30 years. They're doing it now all of a sudden. And then Putin and President Xi are walking with each other in the parade. Remember that?
Yes.
So if we add those, because it all adds to these series of events that are leading up, right? Like this is, and other people have been paying attention. They see all these things, and it's making us question like, what the fuck is going on? Are we in danger? You know? So that's why I want to show this, because it's like that's how I feel. I've been seeing these series of events happen, and I'm just like, dude, things are kind of starting to stack up a little bit, and making me a little bit, you know, uncomfortable. Russia and China together is always worries you. Yeah, I mean, you know, and then looking at Putin walk next to Xi in the military parade, you know, like they know what they're doing. Like they know that people are going to take pictures of that and be like, oh, fuck. They know what that means. So it's all on purpose. There we go. Bombers flying over Putin and Trump's head. That's okay. Just, oh yeah, you could do that like that too. Sick. And then do the yeah, and then the fucking, what's it called? The parade with Putin and Xi.
Okay, yeah, this is a good one. That one shows Putin, that's got a picture of Putin, Kim, and Xi all standing together, and then a video of the parade next to it.
Wait, I'm clicking the wrong thing.
Oh shit, never mind, I just put that way fucking down. I completely added that to the wrong ship. Never mind.
Okay, oh yeah, okay. Make sure you fill it out. There we go. The reason why I'm having you fill it out is just to get you used to being more organized, Archie. You're a very unorganized person, so I gotta fucking dad you on this and teach you some dad things. All right, put your tools back in the tool chest when you're done using them. You never leave them out. Shit like that, okay?
Yeah,
that's all I'm doing, bro.
Yeah, we got a sizable. I think this is definitely.
This is good. Yeah, I could do a video out of that now. Now there's a video, and then I'll whatever you want to do with the rest of this. I'm gonna quick fire the entire thing. What's that last thing? Oh, Dearborn. Bro, the Dearborn. Like you're so focused on the Dearborn thing.
I'm not focused on it. I just like the story. It's like
let's keep it its own thing. Let's keep it its own thing.
Yeah. I like the well, I find it an interesting story at least.
All right.
And there's a lot of like interesting stuff.
Bro, if you want me to do a whole Dearborn video, I'll look into it. And if I see something valuable, I'll let you know. I haven't looked at any of it. I just know that like, bro, the Muslims took that shit over a fucking long time ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, but it's a sort of like it's a heavy emphasis now because now they have a full-on Muslim mayor who was elected. I mean, that happened a while ago, but he's putting in shit. The residents there are getting pissed. He's saying to residents, leave Dearborn. Like, if you don't like it, you're clearly anti-Muslim. Leave.
I'll cover it, or I'll look at it. I'll look into it and see if there's a way to cover it that's not just telling some old story, you know.
I don't think so. I think you'll find that easy to do, to cover it without being an old story.
I don't see why the U.S., China, and Russia can't be allied trade-wise. We basically are.
Well, that's what Obama was working towards for a while, and Bush.
Here's the reality of it, in my opinion. All right, these are three big powerhouses, and they're all trying to position themselves to have as much as possible. And because of that, there's going to be conflict here and there. We're going to rub shoulders sometimes, but if you could just understand, like these different entities are going to have self-interest, and self-interest and working together don't always work smoothly, but they can work together, right? So when you say trade-wise, like basically the us trade-wise, like yeah, we are allied trade-wise, But everyone's still kind of looking out for themselves. And I think that's just natural, right? Like it's a natural evolution of civilizations. And we're at this endpoint where we have these massive, very, big economies, lots of military equipment. Everyone has the ability to end the world, and it's just kind of an endpoint. And so we're going to be stuck. I don't know what's next, like, what do we do after this? I think we're just kind of like locked into a thing, and forever there's just going to be these 3 big countries, and there's also Europe, there's India, there's like other ones, but like the biggest ones, US, China, Russia.
Russia forced their way onto that list. They're like the 10th largest economy. Like,
yeah, why wouldn't they?
Like
this is self-interest, right? So if you think in self-interest, like they were in a position to do so they did it. Any country would do that if they have competent leaders. I'm not trying to say anything like whatever about Putin. I'm just saying, like, they're operating in their own self-interest, and it's easy to understand something when you observe it that way. All right, I'm gonna shoot this fucking video. Let me open it up.
Okay. Yeah, I just think Russia's still coasting off the Cold War hype, bro. They've not been a main player. Like, I mean, they have been a main player, but like, it's just they're a main player, like the big bad wolf.
This should not be underestimated. Never underestimate your opponents. And then we can have the best shot at handling business, if it comes down to it, when we're not underestimating an opponent.
I think that Russia's still being considered this big country is just PR, though. That's not realistic. Besides maybe military, but even then, you don't know how their military's handling, really. It's supposed to be the second best in the world.
Well, we'll find out.
A lot of their stuff, though, is still quite, like, they're a lot of the bulk of their equipment and is old, though. Or quite a lot of it, like, in terms of their long distance artillery and stuff. It's all like, or last time I checked a few years ago.
They have a mix of old and newer stuff.
Yeah. Americans don't have any of that old shit anymore, though. You guys all new.
Yeah, we're always new, and we have a lot of maintenance protocols that apparently they don't have over there. But I think they got rid of a lot of their old shit in this Ukraine war, and now they have a bunch of new shit. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot this video.
America's old shit they're getting rid of is better than Russia's, like, shit they're using.
They're just making new shit, so that's the reality. All right, I'm gonna shoot this video. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this happen. Oh shit, where'd my Twitch go? Oh, here it is. I was like, where's my Twitch chat at? All right, let me talk about this. Let's do it. Turn the music off. All right. Let me just look at my links real quick. Okay, here's this. Let's get my mind wrapped around this.
Do we have any ideas for packaging wise? Like, are we just going to go with is World War III about to start or something along those lines?
I don't know yet. But yeah, I don't know yet. Maybe we should think about it first, though.
Yeah, because I could get the thumbnail done before, and then literally as soon as I can just get uploaded immediately.
Yeah, I kind of like this vibe right here from Drama Alert. It's pretty good, right? And then the title could be like, all U.S.'s generals ordered to meet immediately, something like that. And they're meeting on Tuesday. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna shoot it. Okay, that sounds like the direction with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can workshop it after, but that's kind of like how I'm gonna open this. Here we go. I'm gonna shoot this. Mute yourself, motherfucker. All right. And chat. This is gonna be the part where we do a YouTube video. So whatever you guys want to say, put it in the chat below me. All right. And as always, don't break a Twitch or YouTube's TOS, but you have the freedom. You want to talk shit? You don't like what I'm saying? You disagree? Feel free to put it down there. And if I see anything useful, good for a video to comment on, I will. All right. The USA might be going to war. That's what Drama Alert is saying. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, calls for a rare urgent meeting with top U.S. military leaders. War! I love their packaging. We might do this for our thumbnail. I don't know. Here's what actually is going down. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has ordered hundreds of generals and admirals to report to Marine Corps Base Quantico in Virginia on Tuesday for a meeting. The officers have not been told what the meeting is about. The invitation has sent shockwaves through an already fearful officer corps who have been on the receiving end of angry outbursts by Secretary Hegseth, who routinely threatens to submit them to polygraphs. Wait, what? This is on Fox. Let's see what they're saying.
So Secretary of War Pete Hegseth planning a rare in-person meeting with hundreds of top generals and admirals from around the world. Military sources telling Fox News that this is set for Tuesday at a Marine base in Virginia. Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin reporting live from the Pentagon. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Martha. The meeting, first reported by the Washington Post, has since been confirmed by Fox News. 800 generals, admirals, and their senior enlisted aides have been ordered from their posts around the world to Washington, D.C. to gather in an auditorium at Marine Base Quantico in Virginia on Tuesday. The officers have not been told what the meeting is about. The invitation has sent shockwaves through an already fearful...
Okay, hold up. So, 800... all in one place. That sounds like a mistake. Like, why would you get all 800 of these generals in one place? That just doesn't sound like a good idea. I mean, it is Quantico. It's very protected here in America. You know, it just sounds like OPSEC violation kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Officer Corps who have been on the receiving end of angry outbursts by Secretary Hegseth, who routinely threatens to submit them to polygraphs. Some express concerns that bringing all the military brass to one location in D.C. is an unnecessary security risk and question why the meeting cannot be held on a secure video teleconference call, especially at a time of rising global threats and cost cutting as the government faces a possible shutdown. Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell confirmed the meeting, but gave no details other than Secretary Hegseth, quote, will be addressing his senior military leaders early next week. Secretary Hegseth has fired without explanation nearly 22 officers, including the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General C.T. Brown, the chief of naval operations, Admiral Lisa Franchetti, Coast Guard Commandant Admiral Linda Fagan, Air Force Vice Chief of Staff General James Slife. Last month, Secretary Hegseth fired Defense Intelligence Agency Director Lieutenant General Jeffrey Cruz, Navy Reserve Chief Vice Admiral Nancy LaCour, and Naval Special Warfare Command Head Rear Admiral Milton Sands, the head of the Navy SEALs. Many of those fired, Martha, by the Secretary have been women. The scant details about this meeting's agenda have many fearing a further purge. Martha.
Fired all the women that worked. You know, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. If they're fired for being women, then that's retarded. If they're fired because they needed to be for some sort of reason that I don't know, then, you know, if it's a good reason, then yeah, fire them. I don't know. But like, obviously, there is a pattern there, you know, I don't know. War has been declared by NATO on Russia, according to Russia's foreign minister Lavrov. Pray it's not true! World War III! War! Oh, wait, there's a community note. Let's check this out. Lavrov did claim today. Wait, he did? Lavrov did claim today that NATO and the EU have essentially declared war on Russia via Ukraine, per reports from TSS, Newsweek, and others. However, NATO has made no such official declaration. It's supporting Ukraine, but not directly at war with Russia. Okay. Hold on. Here's the video of what was actually said by the guy. Let's hear him out.
Working on the basis of principles enshrined in the UN Charter taken in full...
That doesn't sound like him. I'm just kidding. It's a translator. But imagine it is his voice. It might make it a little bit more funny.
Working on the basis of principles enshrined in the UN Charter taken in full comprehensively with due regard how they're interrelated is a way of laying the groundwork for the progressive development of all states without exception, large and small. Refusing to comply with the Charter's principles is an expression of neocolonial ambitions, leading to the rise of global instability, multiplication of regional conflicts. A key example of this is the Ukraine crisis, which was provoked by the collective West. And we also, of course, know the history of colonialism in Africa, where borders were drawn up arbitrarily without any concern for nationality or confession. And back to Ukraine, NATO and the EU have basically declared war on my country and are partaking it directly.
Okay, all right, I get what's going on. You know how, it's a meme. Everyone talks about how, a woman will dig up like some shit from fucking way back and then go through all this lore as to why you're wrong about something right now, right? There's that meme, right? Like people say that. I see it on the internet all the time. It's funny. I laugh at that shit, That's basically what's happening here. Russia is not letting go of some like really old stuff that nobody else in the world gives a fuck about, but Russia gives a fuck about it. That's the Russian perspective. And so that's how they're digging up some shit from the past and then saying, so essentially they're declaring war on us. That's what's happening. I don't know. I mean, is that a good explanation? I think it is. So it technically happened. It's technically, but in a Russian way. NORAD scrambled fighter jets to intercept Russian planes off Alaska earlier this morning. Fucking fighter jets. World War III. Love this shit. So funny. Here's and this is actually yeah, that happened. And that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that has something to do with 800 people having to show up in one place, which I don't think is a good idea. It's definitely alarming. And this is actually 2 days ago, Trump said this as well. So which is actually making me a little suspicious. Maybe, something happened this morning.
Do you think that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft if they enter their airspace?
Yes, I do.
Do you think that
So it's very simply that. And actually, do we get Zelensky's reaction here?
Yes, I do.
Oh, we don't. Oh man, I wish we had the version with Zelensky's reaction to this, because he was like, "Oh shit." He was like, "Oh shit, Trump, go off." Right? He was like, I don't know, but it doesn't show it.
Do you think that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft if they...
Man, I wish I could show that. It was pretty interesting. What is this? Okay, I don't know what this is. This is the one thing I haven't looked at. Archie put in here. Extreme pizza. Oh. Right. Yeah. Okay, so I see what we're doing. Yes. The amount of pizzas that are being ordered around the Pentagon and in Quantico during these incidents, alleged incidents rise. There's a big spike in pizza orders. So you can measure the pizza orders to see if something's hot going on in the government. United States of America conducted a 7,500-mile thermonuclear weapon test. Nuke scare! Fucking aliens abducting the fucking airline. Bloop. Oh, wait. Bloop. It's gone to aliens. I don't know why did they put the aliens. I don't know why they put the aliens. But this shit actually is real. It's actually real. So here's a drama alert comes in. It says, oh, no, this is real. It was a test of a missile designed to carry a nuclear warhead through the thermonuclear weapon itself. Though the thermonuclear weapon itself was not part of the test. The test was 2 days ago, according to the Navy's website. I just wanted to know. I'm like, Grok, is this true? Is this true? And Grok actually said, yeah, it's fucking true. The U.S. Navy conducted routines routine tests of unarmed Trident II D5 missiles, range of 7,500 miles, from September 17th, to the 21st, off Florida. These are nuclear capable, but no warheads were used, confirmed by official Navy statements. And then we have a video of it. This is an actual video of this fucking thing. Check this out. It's fucking cool. The U.S. Navy has confirmed that between September 17th and 21st, as part of a strategic systems program for intercontinental ballistic missiles of the Trident II D5 type, flying over 13,000 miles. Let's just watch. Just watch. This is cool. This is so sick. Look at this. Holy fuck, that looks sick, dude. It looks so sick. Maybe that's what ends me, you know. Maybe I die of nukes instead of old age at some point, but that looks sick. Look at that thing, dude. This boom, intercontinental fucking nuclear capabilities. Just right out of the water, out of a sub. That is so fucking cool looking. That is so, yeah. USA! 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 What's this last thing? Oh, shit. The U.S. Navy has just confirmed strategic exercises with an Ohio-class nuclear submarine from which it successfully launched 4 Trident II D5 missiles off the coast of Florida. Bro. Look at that. All right. You see that coming at you? You're so fucked. There is no Navy on the planet that can go up against that. You're so fucked if you see that. How do I end this? Anyways, I don't know. I mean, are we going to fucking war? We have to wait and see. We have to wait until Tuesday to see if we get any updates on why everyone's meeting up in Quantico. But yeah, I gotta go. See ya. That's the end of my video. There we go. And I'm still live. I'm still live. I'm not ending. I was just doing that for the ending of the video. Sometimes, every time I do that, like I see this huge drop in views. Like, oh, he's out of here. Right? No. We still have we have this whole docket to do. We have all these links to do right here. I just wanted to do that one video. Archie, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm getting that downloaded now.
Right on. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I forgot to do a stream marker at the beginning, but you should be able to find it just fine.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
All right, buddy. Yeah, get on that. Let's package it. Kind of similar to the stream. And yeah, so, I don't know. We'll workshop it before it goes live, but definitely just get that edited up. I'll check that shit if I'm still live. How long do you think that you reckon? I'm using your words, reckon. How long you reckon?
The edit?
Yeah.
Not too long. That wasn't too long of a video. I'll.
Yeah. How long was
honestly,
that?
It's really hard to tell. Let me have a look.
That was like 15 minutes. 20 minutes?
Yeah. It was a good. It was 13 minutes, between 10 to 15 minutes. That's definitely a video.
Okay. All right. Sick. All right. Put your head down. Get that done. Let me know when you're ready.
Will do.
All right. Let's turn this music back on. Let me figure out what's next. Talk to chat. Gus in the chat. What's up, man? Blue Jay hanging out. Met him. And see, we got a follow. It's from Jason. Thank you very much for the follow. What are those orbs? I don't know. It's just some alien bullshit that they're posting. Anybody see James O'Keefe's new video on Epstein? I have not. I'd love to see it.
I mean, Epstein is trending right now.
Is he?
So I don't know if that's why. Yeah. Release the Epstein files trending again.
There it is right here. Oh, that's a stream. Dude, James O'Keefe. I follow him. I do follow him. Oh, he did it on Alex Jones's podcast, huh?
There's nothing more reputable than that. No other way to get good credibility. Alex
Here's a
Jones
live
is
stream.
Titan of credibility.
Bro, he been working out. Did he get like huge? Wasn't he like really skinny? He looks like he got huge. Like he got jacked. He was like I remember when he was doing his stuff back like 2015, 16. And he was a skinny guy. And he must have gotten jacked the past 10 years. Alex Jones is very trustworthy. You know what? He's been right about some things. Yeah.
He's made some crazy call outs, I will say.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the nut shit he said in 2000 after 9/11 came true by now.
The new video might get him off. What? I'll have to check it out.
Oh.
I just don't want to get banned because like isn't, you know, Alex Jones banned? Am I allowed to show him on YouTube? I don't want to get in trouble. I might have to do it on Twitch. I don't care if my Twitch gets banned. I kind of do. I'll do it on Kick.
Aw, that'd be sad.
Kick or Rumble.
Hey, actually, never mind. Yeah, he's just straight rebanned. He was here for less than a day. He did a tweet like 10 hours ago saying I'm unbanned. Well, like, that's nuts.
Costco confirms it will no longer sell Xbox consoles. Important news. Alex Jones is the pioneer for this entire platform. Maybe he is.
If I was going to be stuck in an elevator for 12 hours, I'd want Alex Jones in there with me.
I can argue that shit. Put me in an argument with a lawyer. I'll argue that shit. I'll argue in favor of Alex Jones being the pioneer. What did James do? I don't know. And I'm not sure if I could show it or not. I could show, I think, see, here's Alex Jones's thing. Maybe, okay, here's like a 2-minute, maybe I could, let's watch this. Let's see what he says. We could watch this.
Well, the most important thing is people like Glenn Prager who are on the inside that are carrying this on their shoulders and on their conscience come forward, because there's going to be a difference between what the leadership is saying and what the rank and file are saying. The people that actually worked there, that actually saw the truth, are going to feel compelled to share that truth with strangers, either wittingly or unwittingly. And I don't think people should make this about Glenn Prager individually. This is what the Department of Justice is trying to do. He's fabricating information. He's taking advantage of victims. O'Keefe's trying to get clickbait. That's their path. This story is not about Glenn Prager. It's about the leadership of the government not being transparent and the administration campaign on the promise of transparency. And we'd expect that from previous administrations. So what happens next is other men come forward with truths to tell. Now, they might get crucified, Alex, but I think in the wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination, who literally, I mean, it's biblical. Charlie seemed to almost, die for his friends, for us. I think that perhaps that may inspire people to go out in public en masse. I've been saying this for years. Hopefully this is the turning point.
Okay. So there's more. Okay, I kind of want to watch this.
Yeah. He looks fantastic. He looks like he's 20 years younger. People think this is conspiracy theories. Watched every step of the way and watch you quit eating Olympic.
HomeShowStore.com, and it funds the most hardcore patriot organization worldwide, absolutely devastating the globalists in our peaceful information war.
Holy shit, he was right about every set every day.
Where's the hat? Showed him wearing his hat. Where's his hat? I saw him wearing his hat, bro. Oh, there it is.
His whole business is conspiracy theories. So it's a conspiracy that Alex has been replaced.
Yeah.
So listen, folks, that's
I love his hat, bro. It's so funny. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look into this more and see what he's talking about. Maybe there's something to talk about. Let's see. Should we? I think I'm just gonna shoot the rest of this. We're gonna quick fire, do a little video here. Let's open this all up right here, starting from the top. So we're going to do a little like political crack episode. Trump Antifa. Trump Israel. Turn on the music. Trump Israel. Left-wing violence. Trump left-wing violence. And then we have Trump jokes, Turkish president. We'll call it that. Trump Turkish president. There we go. More about the Dallas shooter. Dallas shooter updates. That could be a main one. 25 people raid jewelry store at once. UK to mandate the digital IDs. Crazy news, dude. UK digital IDs. Digital IDs sound kind of badass, not gonna lie, but not in the way they want to use them. It just sounds super convenient. I'm just gonna skip that one. Doesn't tell people later on. Tim Walls can't say what a woman is. Do that one. Tim Walls woman. Archie, it's not spelled loosing, it's losing, buddy. There we go. 1-0. Woman losing her mind over Trump saying pregnant woman. Oh yeah, yeah. This one might be a main. Woman losing. I'm gonna spell it. No, I'm not gonna do it wrong. Losing mind Trump. Okay. Trump saw a bunch of Marines training. Okay. Trump Marines. Oh, sick. Damn, dude. Imagine doing that, walking with Trump in your dress blues. That sounds badass, bro. These Republicans found out slow. Oh, okay. Kamala slow. There we go. Bam. Gavin Newsom. Good job, Gavin Newsom. HBCU riot. I'm just gonna skip that one. I have no idea what this fucking is. Oh, lefty TikToker. Lefty TikToker. Charlie Memorial. There we go. And Trump on sending. Okay, that's a good last one. Send her back. There we go. Awesome. All right, we got this filled out. Took me a sec, but there's our docket. This is gonna be a good quick fire. I'm loving this. I might move things around. Let's see. Trump Antifa. Dallas shooter update. I'm gonna put that above Israel. Trump on left-wing violence. woman losing mind, and lefty. Because I think I want to do some shorts on these. I'll probably do short on both of these. Okay, Trump Antifa, women losing mind. All right, there we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna shoot this. I think I'm ready. You guys ready? I'll hang out with you guys in chat for a little bit first. We got Galday says, you doing anything for St. Barbara in December? St. Barbara, what is that? I think Eminem wrote a song about you, Stan. Did you get her out of the trunk of your car? Dude, I would be rich if I got paid for every time someone brought that one up. Hell yeah, dude. Let's see. USA Patriot says, I'm a woman. I don't think women should be in high positions in the military. I mean, if they're good as fuck, then let them, you know, but they shouldn't be DEI'd into position. They got to earn it. I'm all about it. You know, if someone can earn it, there's some, bro, I've met some bad bitches, bro, there where I'm like, you know what? Fucking tell me what to do. Cause you know your shit in this, but it's not all the time. Okay. It's not like some super common occurrence, but I see it. This bad bitch, they know their shit, and fucking, you know what? I'm here to just do what I'm told. I've seen it. I've seen it, right? Now, I was in the Marines, and there was one time, it was when I was, when you're close to getting out, and you're basically not deployable because you're like, you'll be getting out in the middle of the deployment. Like your time is up, right? So what they do is they kind of set you off to do like weird little jobs until you get out when you're towards the end. And they put me in the mailroom. Now I'm in a combat unit. I'm artillery. But since I'm getting out, I'm not in that unit anymore. So they put me in the mailroom, which was pretty chill. Start work at 10 a.m. and you get off at 2 p.m. 4 hours of work is really chill. But there was a pregnant sergeant that was running it, and I'm not used to women being in charge of me in the military, and she was so fucking annoying. I ended up getting in trouble because I couldn't keep my mouth shut at one day. She was just pregnant and annoying, and she's in charge in the Marine Corps, and it just wasn't a thing that I was handling very well, you know. Yeah, no, she should not have been in charge of shit. All right, she was a dumbass. Anyways, that's my one-time experience in the military, having a woman in charge of me, and it was horrible. You know what I mean? You see, so as a woman, I see these women as sheriffs and police commanders that clearly did not earn it. If they didn't earn it and it's some DEI shit, I'm against it. If someone's a fucking badass motherfucker and they earned it, I'm for it. That's the way I see it. Man, woman, doesn't matter. As long as they're good as fuck, and I'm all about merit. If they bring the fucking merit to the table, then so be it. As long as we have good people doing the right thing. Sounded like Butthead. Patron saint of artillery. Didn't know that. Let's see. You doing anything for St. Barbara in December? Patron saint of artillery. I don't know. I don't fuck with it. Women in uniform always been hot. Hey, kindly knows what's up. You know. Hey, you know what? I mean, and those are the ones that, you know, they get the good position. You know what I'm saying? I get mad at the female firefighters. If you can't pull a man out of the fire, you shouldn't be in that position. I mean, yeah, it depends, right? So like, even I have a similar viewpoint about women being in infantry, right? And like, they apparently like lowered the it used to be we do a thing called a PFT, but now they have a CFT, combat fitness test, and it's like carrying a bunch of ammo cans and doing all, and then you have to like pick up a person and carry them, and you have to do all these obstacles and pass a test. And they lowered the standards for the girls, and then like basically none of the girls even were able to pass that. But sometimes there's a beefcake, okay? sometimes sometimes one of them does pass it, and if they can, then so be it. But if they can't pass it, they should not be in that position. All right, so same thing with firemen, right? If there's some fucking beefcake chick that can carry a man out of a fire, let her, and she wants to do it, let her, dude. That's just that. I mean, it's unfair just because she's a woman. If there's a beefcake bitch and she can go over there and pick up a man and be like, come here, honey, you know, carry him to, you know, or firemen carry you, pick him up, right? Yeah, no, fucking A, dude. Let the beefcake's fucking beefcake, bro. All right. What if it was like you're gonna tell what's his name, Chocolate? You're gonna tell Chocolate L's daughter she can't beefcake? Hold on. What am I opening? Oh, this. Okay, here we go. Brock Lesnar daughter. Bro, she beefcake. Okay, this is Brock Lesnar's daughter. She got beefcake genes. Okay, she could pick up. Let her be a firefighter. She wants to be a firefighter. Let her be a fucking firefighter. Okay, that's beefcake. I'll let Big Bertha can carry me out. All right, let's shoot this fucking video, dude. All right, let me pause this. I'm gonna shoot a video. Here we go. Say hi to YouTube. Trump signs an executive order to dismantle Antifa. Let me do that again. Trump signs an executive order to dismantle Antifa. Women are losing their minds on TikTok over the Tylenol thing. And a lefty TikToker lost over 100,000 followers for going to a Charlie Kirk memorial. We have those stories and so much more. This is your daily injection of political correct. Let's go. All right. Starting with Trump signs executive order to dismantle Antifa. He says it is terrorism on our soil.
They're anarchists and agitators, professional anarchists and agitators, and they get hired by wealthy people, some of whom I know, I guess, you know, I probably know them. And you wouldn't know it. You're at dinner with them, everything's nice, and then you find out that they funded millions of dollars to these lunatics. Steve, could you say a couple of words about it?
This is a
Sign
very
that shit.
and significant day.
Yeah, there we go. Don't look at him.
History
No, Archie, zoom in on Trump.
that there is an all-of-government effort.
I want to see that signature.
To dismantle left-wing terrorism, to dismantle Antifa, to dismantle the organizations that have been carrying out these acts of political violence and terrorism. What we have.
They've been saying left-wing terrorism a lot, and I am very certain that things that are unprecedented are about to start happening to lefties online with dangerous rhetoric. We're going to see Reddit absolutely get fucking slammed in Congress. That's what I think we're going to see. He signed the thing. Let's move on. President Trump confirms George Soros and Epstein Island visitor Reid Hoffman Epstein Island visitor Reid Hoffman are under investigation for financing radical left-wing terrorist groups like Antifa. Everyone's just saying it like that now. Trump says numerous wealthy elites aligned with left-wing causes are secretly funding these groups. In other news, women are losing their minds because Trump told them to stop taking Tylenol. Ooh, $5 super chat Don't forget the Democratic leader said that Antifa as an organization doesn't exist. The name is not showing for me. Let me click it right here. Oh, I'll be damned. Thank you for the $5 super chat, I'll be damned. Let's watch this.
If you guys want to take away abortion rights, if you want to tell us that we can't take painkillers while pregnant because it causes autism, if you want to take all this shit away, take away my right to work. Take away my fucking right to have a fucking job. I don't want to work.
No, you have to.
I don't want to work.
Nobody said you can stop.
Okay?
No, you're going to the mines.
I don't care about women's suffrage, frankly, after everything else. Okay, I don't mean it like that. You guys get what I'm saying. If you're gonna take away anything, take away my right to work.
No. You got to work, and you're not allowed to take Tylenol. It's banned. It's illegal.
I will gladly sit at home and make a fucking sandwich.
Tylenol tears.
Outside in this public hellhole every single fucking day, where everyone's a psycho MAGA.
That's good, bro. Yo, chill. chill.
I can't take this anymore. You're telling me that pregnant women can't take over-the-counter painkillers?
Yeah, that's what we're telling you.
How does that make sense?
I think she's trolling. Archie says that he thinks it's real. I'm seeing somebody. He's like, if that's not real, she's such a good actor. I'm just looking at him like, bro, I could make a video like that. I could put in a little fake nose ring, right? And like fucking do something gay as fuck with my hair and beard, right? Like fucking take my hair, my beard, and like braid it to my fucking head, right? And then like just say some stupid shit. No problem. I'll one-shot it. I'll do it in one take, and it'll seem so real. I could do it. I think that she's just trolling. That's what I think. And well played. But there are actually lots of people that are melting down. We've already covered them. I just want to show you the fun one.
All right.
Here's an interesting story. A popular TikToker named Hannah Brown released a video addressing backlash after losing more than 100,000 followers following her appearance at a Charlie Kirk memorial. For simply going to a Charlie Kirk memorial and having some empathy, even though she's a lefty, okay, she gets in trouble with her own following just by having some empathy and seeing something terrible and wrong.
This is the only time I'm ever going to address this. First of all, I am not MAGA. I was not at a MAGA rally. I went to a memorial for Charlie Kirk, a man who was brutally assassinated in front of thousands of people, a man who has a wife and children who will never get to see him again, and despite our differing beliefs, a man who did not deserve to die. I don't agree with a lot of what Charlie believed. Do I think that means he should be shot and killed? No. And if you disagree with that, we truly have nothing in common.
Because you're a good person.
I was so disturbed last Wednesday when I opened TikTok and had to watch the video of him being assassinated, and even more disturbed when I opened the comments and all of them were celebrating and rejoicing his death. I did not go to the memorial to align myself with any political views or to make a political statement. I went to pay my respects to a human that died. And everybody that is attacking me for going to a memorial, really listen to that and think how insane that sounds.
Dude. They are they're like righty incubators. These crazy, unhinged, lefty lunatics in the comments celebrating Charlie Kirk's death are making lefties turn into righties. That's what they're doing. This is a lefty content creator. It's like, you guys are fucking nuts. You know, it's not going to turn her into a righty. I'm not saying she's going to become a righty or whatever. Maybe she will. I don't know. But all I'm saying is that generally there's a lot of lefties that are starting to realize, like, there's a lot of fucking lunatics that are absolute baggage that are part of their side. And they're starting to see things, which is a good thing. It's positive. Okay? We want our opponents to stop being retarded. We have some updates on the Dallas shooter situation. The feds have said that the shooter, he called ICE employees people showing up to collect a dirty paycheck. He intended to maximize lethality against ICE personnel. He did not intend to kill the detainees. He was targeting ICE agents. And also apparently, and this might actually be in the links following this, but some of the immigrants were like handcuffed and shit. Like, what the fuck? It's super fucked up.
Top, one of which was labeled with the words anti-ICE. That morning, gunshots sprayed the length of the building, the windows, and law enforcement vans that were in the Sallyport area. Detainees were struck by these bullets. One was killed, 2 were wounded, and both of them are undergoing treatment. Shortly thereafter, the FBI began its meticulous work at the crime scene. At the same time, we obtained and executed multiple search warrants yesterday for devices and locations associated with the sniper. FBI agents executed a search warrant at the sniper's residence yesterday, and there found a collection of notes. First, I want to point out that one of these notes or papers, the sniper explicitly states, yes, it was just me. That statement appears to be correct at this point in the investigation.
So they found notes and a bunch of other evidence, and this is why they were pretty sure that this was politically motivated. It's a lefty that was likely inspired by what happened in Utah. But of course, nobody wants to admit when there's a horrible person that's from their side, especially the lefties. They'll never admit it. ICE official confirms that the detainees who were shot were restrained when they were shot. That's fucked up.
They were being, the individuals in the vans were being restrained. It's a proper procedure for transport. The individuals that are brave men and women that went out there to go help and rescue were the ones that were injured and could not leave the van on their own.
And we know that that's common because we've seen obviously transports before. So we just want to.
So they were being transported. They're prepared for transport, I guess, and were restrained due to a procedure, and then were shot while restrained. That's so fucked. Super fucked. What a dumbass, dude. What a dumbass. He gets radicalized by the left online, goes out and tries to show ICE what's up, and ends up shooting immigrants instead, and then kills himself, accomplishing nothing whatsoever. Trump went live today. He was asked by a reporter, who do you hold responsible for the uptick in left-wing violence the country is seeing?
Who do you hold responsible for the uptick in left-wing violence in the country?
Radical left rhetoric. The radical left is causing the problem. They're out of control. They're saying things, and they're really dumb people. I mean, I look at Crockett. I look at some of these people. They're very low IQ people, actually. But the radical left is causing this problem. Not the right, the radical left. And it's going to get worse, and ultimately it's going to go back on them. I mean, bad things happen when they play these games. And I'll give you a little clue. The right is a lot tougher than the left. But the right's not doing this. They're not doing it, and they better not get them energized, because it won't be good for the left. And I don't want to see that happen either. I'm the president of all the people. But the radical left is causing this. The radical left Democrats are causing this problem, and it gets worse. It gets worse, and it'll be a point where other people won't take it anymore, and that will not be good for the radical left.
Ooh, dude, that's crazy that he said that, bro. I mean, he's not wrong. I just think that it's crazy that he said it. That's real. That's a real thing that was said by Trump. He just always does that. Every single day he says something and you're like, holy fuck, the president just said that shit. That's one of them. But also, I agree. I think it is going to get worse. I think it's going to get worse. We're going to see more of this. And I think that the more of this happening is going to cause an even stronger response to happen. Not just from because I think that there's going to be violence that someone's throwing a rock and a rock's going to get thrown back. Okay, that's what I believe is going to happen. But on top of that, I think that the government is going to start, I mentioned it earlier, they're going to go after like Reddit, for example. They're going to go after Reddit. They're going to look into Discord. They're going to look into any of these platforms that are being used to organize and where people are freely being able to say things. I think they're going to look into Twitch and people like Hassan. They're going to look into people like Destiny and their Rhetoric. I think that this is a real thing, and I think that people like Hassan are shitting bricks right now. The reckoning is coming. Megyn Kelly decimates unhinged leftist student who blames President Trump for Charlie Kirk's assassination. Let's see this. Oh, okay, I'm down. Let me see.
Why you support a president who contributes to the rhetoric that got your friend Charlie killed. We saw his rally recently. He said, "I hate my enemies." Stephen Miller said similar things. How can you support him when he contributed to what got Charlie killed?
Assumes facts, not in evidence. What you said is not true.
70% of political violence is committed by Republicans.
Okay.
Look it up.
That's not
DOJ
true either.
just pulled it.
Oh,
The DOJ just pulled it from their website. DOJ just pulled the study from their website because they're delusional.
That's not true because
they just pulled it. Look it up.
Once you pull
DOJ pulled it from their website.
Once you pull the crazies out of there, it is overwhelmingly left-wing violence.
Google it.
We have had
every single person in the
understand.
audience. Google it right now.
You know, this is how we get here. So first of all, let me take on the first part of the premise of your question, that it was President Trump's rhetoric that led to an assassin killing our friend Charlie Kirk. That's a blatant lie. It's a defamatory blaspheme, and it's inappropriate in this setting.
That's not what I said.
We know. Yes, it is.
No, I said he contributed to the political atmosphere.
Well, then you have no point. Then your point is utterly empty. Contributing to the atmosphere. This guy was let's just make clear. This guy was motivated by leftist ideology. We know it from the bullet casings. We know it from the Utah governor. We know it from his own mother. Yes, we do. Let's be really clear on that.
Even if that's true, so then you're saying because let's say this guy's a leftist. Even if that's true, does that make it okay for the sitting president of the United States to incite violence against liberals?
The president of the United States.
Bro, this kid is fucking retarded. Bro, I can't be the only one that wants to slap him, bro. Like, but I guess I'm contributing to the violence. His face is very slappable. Look at, oh my God, I can't. Okay,
It's not accepted violence
let's finish
against
it.
liberals. The president of the United States made a joke at the Charlie Kirk Memorial, which was funny and self-deprecating. It was on the heels of Erica Kirk saying she, in an extraordinary moment, forgave her husband's killer. And let me finish. And then President Trump got up and making a joke, playing off of what Erica said. He said, "We disagree. I need to do better. Erica's going to try to convince me, but I'm in a different place." And that's completely normal for a politician to be thinking about his political fights. And by the way, Trump has every right to loathe his enemies. They tried to put him in jail for the rest of his life. They tried to bankrupt him. They tried to put his family in jail. And they tried to kill him.
Criminal.
Okay, wait. Okay, now you go.
Thank you for your time.
Goodbye, fucking dork. God, dude, I can't. That was really hard for me to watch. We're probably gonna have to edit that one down. Sorry, Archie. I had to finish it, but I barely could. Damn, dude, what a fucking dork. Say hello to the internet, idiot. President Trump puts his foot down and says Israel is banned from annexing the West Bank.
Did you promise leaders this week that you would not allow Israel to annex the West Bank? Is that something that you
I will not allow Israel to annex the West Bank. No, I will not allow it. It's not going to happen.
Did you speak with Netanyahu about this directly?
Yeah, but I'm not going to allow it. Whether I spoke to him or not, I did. But I'm not allowing Israel to annex the West Bank.
Bro, he has a jet pin next to his American flag. Do you guys see that shit? That looks fucking awesome. Has anyone else ever done that? Has anyone ever done that? That is sick, bro. So we're going from Israel, now we're going to Turkey, talking about rigged election, and then I don't. This is just a funny clip. It's 15 seconds. Let's check it out. Enjoy.
Of Turkey, unfairly, as it turns
out. Hold up. Let me turn this volume up real quick first.
Of Turkey, unfairly, as it turns out, rigged election. You know, he knows about rigged elections. better than anybody.
What the fuck, dude? That's
when I was
so
in
funny.
exile, we were still friends. That's always a good way to find out. Test of
I love this
friendship,
man.
but
I love this man. It's like he's the content president. It's so fucking funny, dude. Another news, there was this massive jewelry raid. 25 people showed up, instantly smashed everything and took everything. Look at this. Okay, we don't need the music. Maybe a little bit of music. Maybe a little bit of music. No, maybe I don't want to get copyright. Maybe I'll get copyright. Look at that. Look at this big organized smash and grab. This needs to, you know, I mean, in Trump's America? In Trump's America, how could we let this happen? No, we cannot, dude. No. They need to find these motherfuckers, bro. We can't be letting this happen. They do seem to be in quite the hurry, right? They're not fucking around. Oh my God, did they get locked in there? They're shooting it? They have guns. Holy fuck. That's crazy, dude. Wild. 7 of the 25 suspects have been arrested, ranging in age from 17 to 31. They are all from Oakland, California, and are thought to be connected to other crimes in the area. Take these motherfuckers. Bro, they let this... Of course it's Oakland, California. They just let this shit fester, right? Like, oh, man, all these people that have been running these California cities are just awful. In the UK, they're adding digital ID laws. Let's check it out.
Yeah, well, Gareth, this is interesting because this is something that has been spoken about a lot. Tony Blair, for instance, has been talking about this for years and years as what he always believed was one of the best ways to try and reduce illegal immigration and the ability for people to work illegally here in the UK. But Sky News understands that we will have an announcement, could be as soon as tomorrow, from the Prime Minister on these mandatory ID cards, an ID card system, the Brit card. And essentially what this will mean, it will be mandatory for all adults here in the UK. It will make it easier for employers and for landlords to make sure that those they are employing or renting or to actually have the right legal immigration status here in the UK. They can do it using a smartphone app. It's also, according to the government, going to make it...
That doesn't sound so bad. I mean, I'm not sure how the government's going to fuck this up in the UK and make it horrible for people, but the concept is interesting. It'd be really cool to be able to be like, this is like proven, this is who I am, right? You can't be like, it just seems useful. That seems useful. Digital ID. They're probably going to screw it up and do something terrible with it and make people's lives miserable, but you know. Then we have Tim Walz in the news. He gets asked, what is a woman? And he has a very hard time answering this question.
Okay. What is a woman? What is a woman is the question.
I'm not sure I understand the question here.
This stupid ass dude. That always gets him. I love that question. She goes on a rant. We're going to skip it, but what she should have done is just say nothing and let him continue to try and compute. It would have been funnier. There's this cool video. I'm not sure exactly what happened here, but all these Marines are following Trump. Let's see. Trump saw Marine Corps silent drill platoon performing out on the South Lawn and invited them into the Oval Office. Coming in here, fellas. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. This would be the best day. This would be my favorite day in the Marine Corps. Look at that, bro. Walking into the White House with your dress blues. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds badass. Look at that. Damn, these kids are young, bro. I was young when I was in. I got out. I was 22 when I got out. Somebody took Kamala Harris and slowed her down and she sounds drunk and it's hilarious.
I've been going through the Kamala Harris
21 during her final trip to Washington as German Chancellor. I hosted Angela Merkel for breakfast at the Vice President's residence.
Oh yeah, dude. Pour me one too, Kamala. Gavin Newsom's fourth largest economy in the world ranks number one in a lot of things. Number one in homelessness, number one in poverty, number one in retail crime, number one in gas prices, number one in illiteracy, number one in wage stagnation, number one in frivolous lawsuits, number one in unemployment, housing costs, water bills, restrictions on workers, anti-business regulations, energy, electricity costs, inequality, income tax, gas tax, budget deficit, educational inequality, COVID school shutdowns, COVID business shutdowns, COVID mandates, illegal border crossings, funding for illegal immigrants, people leaving the state. And I'm saving the best for last. Trump gets asked about Ilhan Omar. He says he talked to the leader of Somalia about her.
Yes, please.
Jasmine Crockett recently.
Jasmine Crockett. Remember what I said? Is she a relation to the late, great Davy Crockett? I don't think so. Jasmine Crockett, let me tell you, before you even ask, she's a very low IQ person. I mean, if we ever had to pass an aptitude test, that's the one should take one because she shouldn't even be in the crowd. So I have no idea what you're going to, but I don't think we should waste our time. This is a low IQ person who I can't even believe is a congressperson between her and Ilhan Omar and the group. You know, I met the head of Somalia. Did you know that? And I suggested that maybe he'd like to take her back, and he didn't want it. He said, I don't want it. Okay, what else?
That's like 5 crazy fucking things that Trump said today. It's probably more than that. I probably missed something. But holy shit, dude, Trump was on a roll today. He's just iconic. The iconic content president will never have anything like it ever again. 100 years is going to go by, and people are still going to be talking about Trump, the craziest president we've ever fucking had. And stream marker. That's the end of that video. Awesome. All right, I can read chat now.
Here in sync, Stan. I literally just finished the edit.
Nice. I'm not sure how long that one was. That one might be a little bit longer, but some of it, I don't know. Just do your thing. Be ruthless. Be fast. Let's check your edit. Let me take a look at what you got.
All right. There's no music on it yet, but
that's okay. Score it later. All right, gotta mute your copyright.
Oh fuck, sorry.
What song was that?
By editing, it's Reflections.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's I have like a bunch of like grandiose music while I'm editing. It makes me feel like I'm Picasso.
You are Picasso. Editor USA. Picasso. All right, send it.
Hell yeah.
USA might be going to war. That's what Drama Alert is saying. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, calls for a rare urgent meeting with top U.S. military leaders. War! I love their packaging. We might do this for our thumbnail. I don't know. Here's what actually is going down. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has ordered hundreds of generals and admirals to report to Marine Corps base with Pete Hegseth. Just speed that up. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has Secretary of War Pete. That's too tight.
It's because you say T like midway through this fucking thing.
Or Pete. Try adding the T to it. Try adding the T. See if it works. Pete. There we go. That works. Or Pete Hegseth has. No. You cut the end of it. Hegseth has. You cut the end of the T a little off too much. That's too much. You let that T right out. Hegseth, bro, you did it again. Let that T right out. Yeah, you're cutting mid T. There you go. War Pete Hegseth has ordered Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has ordered hundreds of generals and admirals to report to Marine Corps base Quantico in Virginia on Tuesday for a meeting. The officers have not been told what the meeting is about. The invitation has sent shockwaves through an already fearful officer corps who have been on the receiving end of angry outbursts by Secretary Hegseth, who routinely threatens to submit them to polygraphs. Wait, what? This is on Fox. Let's see what they're saying.
The Secretary of War Pete Hegseth planning a rare in-person meeting with hundreds of top.
Has sent shockwaves through an already fearful.
Okay, hold up. 800, all in one place. That sounds like a mistake. Get the gap out. Yeah. We gotta get rid of that gap. 100, all in one. Okay, hold up. 800, all in one place. That sounds like a mistake. Like, why would you get all 800 of these generals in one place? That just doesn't sound like a good idea. I mean, it is Quantico. It's very protected. here in America. You know, it just sounds like. Are you trying to lengthen the video so it stays over 8?
Yeah, that
don't do that. Don't do that. It makes the video suck.
All right.
One place. That sounds like a mistake. Yeah. There we go. Sounds like you're trying to do. Like, why would you get? Here's the lesson: never sacrifice the viewer's experience of a video so you could fluff the video and make it longer. All right. If it's going to be shorter, we make less money from the video because the video is better. Then so be it. At least it's a better video, better experience for the viewer. Never fluff it.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know my rules on that. I'm super consistent.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for years, dude. Okay. So don't change that now just because you're trying to. We're fucking a minute and 42 over anyways. We're good to go. We can get rid of these.
Yeah. When I was editing through the first time, I thought like let you breathe a little bit more on this, be a more chiller video about it. But then as I realized it's going to be over 8 minutes, the cuts get tighter at the back, as you can see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got to tighten. Now we got to tighten up the front. Mistake. Like, why would you get all 800 of these generals? 800 of these generals in one place. That just doesn't sound. That's too tight of a cut. Give that one a little bit. This one and the cut before it, give it like a second. Yeah, like a second after the S. Let the S play out. It's fine. It'll sound way more natural and less cutted. Right? In one place. That just doesn't sound. Like, now do the cut before it. 800 of these generals in.
Are you sure? That one seems quite smooth to me.
All 800 of these generals in one place.
That's fine.
It just doesn't sound like a good idea. I mean, it is Quantico. It's very protected here in America. You know, it just sounds like OPSEC. Everyone in DC is a drunk. After working in the political space for a couple of years, I'm damn near a teetotal compared to the industry standard. Very protected. It just sounds like OPSEC violation kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Officer Corps who have been on the receiving end of angry outbursts by Secretary Hegseth, who details about this meeting's agenda have many fearing a further purge.
Fired all the women that worked. You know, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. If they're fired for, here's the thing. If they're fired, there's a pop there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, here's the thing.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Try and smooth that out.
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. If they're fired for being women, then that's retarded. Fix the pop with if they're fired because.
Yeah, I did. Did you see that?
Do one on the left too.
Oh,
now play it. No, I mean, here's the thing. If they're fired for being women, then that's retarded. If they're fired because they needed to be for some sort of reason that I don't know, then, you know, if it's a good reason, then yeah. Don't know, then, you know, if it's a good reason, I don't know. If it's a good reason, then yeah, fire them. I don't know. But like, obviously there is a pattern there, you know, I don't know. War has been declared by NATO on Russia, according to Russia's foreign minister Lavrov. Pray it's not true. World War III. War. Tighten that one up.
What needs a little bit longer?
Yeah, I was able to see it. I was like, you know, that's gonna be too tight, and it was. There you go. Oh wait, there's a community note. Let's check this out. Lavrov did claim today. Wait, he did? Lavrov did claim today that NATO and the EU have essentially declared war on Russia via Ukraine, per reports from TSS, Newsweek, and others. However, NATO has made no such official declaration. It's supporting Ukraine, but not directly at war with Russia. It's looking pretty good to me. You just got to tighten it up. The runtime's good, so you just want to tighten it up and score it, and we can send it. It's looking good. Let me. Is there anything in particular you want me to see in the edit? Anything you want me to check? Anything funny, cool you did?
Really.
I set you those moments where I set you up, bro. I want to, like, when we're like, I'm chanting USA. That's comedy. Make sure you meme that shit up. Whenever I'm doing the funny shit, meme it up. Go Minecraft editing brain and meme that shit up right out of the water, out of a sub. That is so cool looking. USA, bro. We need to be playing the national anthem or something.
Yeah. All right. I'll figure out some
That is so
Because the way that I edited it was like, so it was more continuous, because like you sort of pause the video for some of the USA chants, so I just did like a random thing where I made it.
USA! USA! USA!
Where like the things are always going.
USA! What's this last thing? Oh shit.
But yeah, I'll meme it up extra.
Yeah, meme it up, make those funny, score it good. And with humor, music can work in those humorous moments, like, you know, get some American music for the USA part.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I'm like, war, like I'm like kind of memeing up what Drama Alert's doing, that like those are signals for you. Meme that shit up. I think the editing is fine the way it is. You just got to add some maybe sounds or something. Audio is going to be what you use. But yeah. All right, friend, I'm going to let you do that. I'm going to hang out with my chat, and then I need to shoot some more shorts for Gonzo, so we're good for tomorrow. Profile account.
All right, awesome.
All right, let me know if you need anything, Archie. I'll be right in here.
Will do.
All right.
Yeah, so title, I'm thinking thumbnail.
Are we going to war? Yeah, it's very similar to the one that I did for the stream. Use that as a... Yeah, just do something like that.
I was thinking maybe the boats or the thermal thing. Did you use the thermal thing? The thermal thing, I think that is a grabbing if you use that for the thumbnail.
No, I did. Hold on, let me pull up my thumbnail. I did. Yeah, I did the planes on the left, and then I did like World War III, Trump on the right. I just kind of whipped it up. It's sloppy for the stream. Make a much nicer one for the video, of course.
Yeah, I might use the picture of I don't know. What do you think the picture of the boats all out there in the ocean?
No, they're too tiny.
The
planes are bigger.
All right, planes.
Yeah, I mean if we're choosing between the two. It was, I don't know, it's on Drama Alert shit. I just fucking ripped it from Drama Alert's tweet.
Let me find that.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. I'll get that done.
All right. Yeah, just mute up and let me know if you need me for anything, okay? Thank you, sir. All right. How's everyone doing? There we go. I got 2 videos shot. We're hanging out with stream. I'm going to be playing some games in a bit on Twitch if you guys are interested in that. I need to I will be getting off in a bit. I need to shoot some more shorts. I got to shoot 6 shorts for tomorrow, and I need to shoot a couple more shorts for Stamp Price today. So I have a little bit of work to do, but I'm fast. I can shoot them real fast. And then after that, I'm going to go live again on Twitch, and we're going to play games and hang out. So I have a big day. Filling my days. As long as it's your shorts you shitting in. Nah, I'm shitting in your shorts, bro. While you in them. Stan, you've been putting out lately, bro. Dude, I always have been. I'm just showing you guys the behind the scenes. There's not a whole lot, like, I even do I shot a bunch of shorts before no, I didn't shoot a bunch. I shot 3 Stamp Price shorts before I went live. Then we went live. We've been live for 3 hours. Shot 2 videos during that time. And then now after this, I'm going to do 6 shorts for tomorrow. I also need to shoot some for the weekend. So I might shoot those today. And then, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I do a lot. I shoot a lot of videos. We do a lot. I have 3 channels, and I do a minimum 3 shorts a day per channel. But on Stamp Price, I've been doing a little bit more just because it's been popping off. Have you done the mayor of Dearborn, Michigan? He named a street after a Hezbollah leader. Screamed at pastor residents. Yeah, we have that in the docket. I haven't covered it. Archie's been wanting me to talk about it though. He put together a whole thing. Let's take a look at it. I'm actually curious now because like you're bringing it up, and Archie was like serious, and I'm like, bro, Muslims have been in Michigan for fucking ever, bro. And he's like, nah, dude, seriously. And now you're bringing it up, so maybe I should have listened to him.
We haven't done anywhere near enough. And the people here, I promise you, we do feel ashamed. We do feel like we're not doing enough. We do feel like change needs to come, because change must come. And in the form that it must come is that this empire, the American empire that's been hurting our people since the beginning, the imperial Western powers that have been hurting our people since the beginning, they must fall. And inshallah, they will fall. And my message to the people.
This ain't it. Well, this is just like stuff. He put together a bunch of stuff. First Muslim mayor.
I mean, Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel it's quite inappropriate.
You are an Islamophobe, and although you live here, I want you to know, as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city, because you are not somebody who believes in coexistence.
I mean, Hezbollah.
Wild. Yeah, maybe this is a thing. Yeah, you're supposed to be editing. That's right, kindly. Yeah, get back to work. Where's that whip crack sound? Where's that whip crack? We need that. There we go. Not being peaceful to them means not being submissive. Yeah. Christian minister, Lady Brush offered a complaint about 5 a.m. Yeah, it's actually a pretty wild thing. America's Muslim city. Maybe we should go there and make a video. Should we go there and interview everybody? Breaking the... Yeah, I don't know. That sounds terrible. I would not want to live there. That sounds horrible. Probably get hurt, Stan. Maybe. How many young Americans were lost in the global war on terrorism only for those people to come here? I think that it's fine for people to come here, but they have to assimilate. They can't like come here and try and change it to the world they escaped from, right? They have to come here. Like, these motherfuckers better be celebrating 4th of July and eating hot dogs, bro. The kosher ones, of course, right? Because they're Muslim. But whatever, they better be celebrating America on 4th of July. You know, having a barbecue, wearing American flag shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't care. They can come here and just assimilate. You're from Dearborn Heights, Michigan originally? Wild. Yeah, me and Archie were actually talking about it. We're like, hey, maybe we should fly we could fly anywhere. You know, do good on YouTube. We have a budget. We can fly wherever and make a video about anything. We can go to Dearborn, Michigan and go check it out. You'd go. I'd announce that I'm going to be there. Anybody who wants to meet up. I'm not scared. Dearbornistan. That's fucking funny, dude. Yep. So glad to live in the country. Truly, especially after Kirk incident, people in the city doing it. You know, I didn't notice anything crazy here in Denver. I like a lot of them are, you know, like kind of isolated in their own little thing. And then like, I'm sure like there was some little gathering or whatever, and people were being shitheads here in Denver. But like everywhere else, everyone's like, you know, here in Denver, everyone's like, that's fucked up, you know, because it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just a Denver thing. Colorado is chill as fuck, dude. Like we're really chill. It's a blue state, but everyone here is so chill and gets along. So I wish it was a red state, but it ain't. Because everyone is high. That's what everyone says. You know? Cheers to that. Good to bend the knees. Standing all day at this standing desk, gotta bend the knees. How cheap is grass out? It's cheap as fuck, dude. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, we're the first state to legalize, bro. Colorado is ahead of the curve. Major chaos in the Twitch chat. What's up, man? We got Jason Waves. Sorry, I wasn't reading a lot of stuff. Stolen loot. What's up, dude? I don't know if you guys are still hanging around. It's going good. Major chaos. Travel a lot. I'm gonna do a lot more traveling myself, especially if I can do it for videos. I'm just waiting. I have a dog, an old dog, and he is he's still trucking. So, and we just get him. He has a hard time getting up, but once you get him up, he's good. But when he's like in hospice, so I gotta like kind of be there for him all day and take care of him, make sure he's aight, and until the time comes. But it's coming, and once that does happen, it'll be fucking sad. But also, I will have a little bit more freedom to go travel a little bit more. But there's no way in hell I would travel doing anything crazy, even if it's by myself. My wife's taking care of him. I don't want anything to happen to him while I'm gone. I want to be here. About to make this my ringtone, bro. This is good. Maybe it's a good wake up song or something, because it's chill, not too abrupt. Twerk to this song. Is that how you do it? Is that how you twerk? L10. Oh, this video popping off, bro. My Roomba turned on. What the fuck? Yeah. Actually, with that, I need to get out of here, guys. I actually appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's fun as always. I'm going to do this again tomorrow. I'll also be live on my Twitch later. If you guys want to go hang out with me on Twitch and play games, that's what I'm going to be doing. Probably playing retro games or something. I'm not sure yet. Let me give you guys my Twitch. Oh, it's at the top of the chat, but I'll give it to you anyways. There it is right there. If you guys want to hang out on Twitch, go follow over there. I'll in the evenings, if you guys want to hang out later night, that's where I go play games and stuff. But I need to take a break, shoot some videos, and then I'll be good to go live. Probably eat some food too. So I'll be back on Twitch in a bit. If you guys just want more politics and news, that'll be tomorrow. All right, guys, see ya. Thank you very much for hanging out. You guys are rad. Oh, I'm gonna keep this live for a sec, and I'm probably gonna raid someone on Twitch. Let's do that. Let me raid someone. Who's online on Twitch that can send like 10 viewers to, or however many I got? Let's see here. Do you guys want to join the raid from YouTube? Come on over to Twitch. We're about to start it. I pick someone here. How about... Oh, Gonzo's live. Let's raid Gonzo. He's playing the game that I'm probably going to play. All right, let's raid him. Bam. Raid. Gonzo, the producer. All right, editor Gonzo. He edits all my shorts. Let's show him some love. There we go. Raid. There we go.